Marc Ruffalo as Bruce Banner will be returning in this movie as Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it leads me to a lot of questions, though. But before,
with his fucking arm sling and his eyeglasses.
Yeah, you know where I'm going.
Because I'm like, what the fuck is Ruffalo's Hulk going to do? He's going to sit down and want to have tea with him or something like that, right?
Yes.
But if they have to go up against the Hulk, then that means that he's the angry one. I like that. They kind of making everything like the retro comic booky kind of look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is cool.
And that's one of the things that when they first started putting out Marvel movies like X-Men and stuff, they got horrendously wrong.
Right.
The suits. Everyone's in black dominatrix, like, I'm gonna fucking tie your balls up and spank you costumes. Like, what the fuck what are we doing here? Like, we fighting crime or we getting freaky? Like, well, you know, shit. Diddy's auditioning and shit. Like, can I get in there?
Oh my God.
But they got him wrong for so long. Mr. Fantastic can stretch more than Galactus stretched him in the movie. That's not how he stretches. Well, in the old movie, he was stretched across the Ferris wheel. That's a different Reed Richards. So you could say, well, they nerfed him, they ruined the character, Adrian, or it's just a different version.
Yep.
All I know for me is the story they were trying to tell me was Galactus is stretching the shit out of this motherfucker and he's in pain.
Yep.
I'm just gonna watch the movie and enjoy. That's not how he stretches. Am I overreacting or is this a stupid fucking comment?
Both.
Okay. It was Spider-Man Day the other day too.
Oh, was it?
It's always some fucking day, dude. When's it gonna be Mike and Adrian Day?
Right now.
All right. Welcome to Only Comics. I'm Mike. That's Adrian.
What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
Another beautiful day in the neighborhood.
It is, bro. We're back. We're back at it.
Yep.
There's some news that dropped this week, Adrian. There's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, stuff I probably didn't even tell you about yet. So we're in for a hell of a ride today, as they say, you know. But yeah, there's been some Spider-Man stuff.
Okay.
There's obviously coming off of Superman and Fantastic Four. There's a lot going on with that. And there's a pretty nice lineup we're going to look at for the next couple years here of comic book fans, you know. Now, we're going to talk some shit today. Is that fair?
That's probably going to happen, yeah.
Okay. But I did want to kind of point this out before we got into our shit talking because we like to have fun, right? I think you probably, let me give you a piece of advice if it's the first time here. Don't take anything we say too personal, right? Because you'll have a pretty bad day.
Yep.
Now, if you don't, you'll have a fucking fun couple hours, you know? But if you think about where we are right now as comic fans, we're going to be eating pretty well for a while. And I think we ate in July. I mean, we had Superman, we had Fantastic Four, whether or not those are your favorite movies, I think they both were enjoyable, right?
Yeah.
And then we had some animated stuff drop, Eyes of Wakanda, which we're going to review next week. And there's a whole shitload of stuff coming from now till 2027. So as a comic book fan, dude, we got a lot on our plate.
It sounds good to me, man.
Right? I mean, not all of it's going to be great, and we will fucking tell you when it's bad. But as a whole, it's going to be, I think, a good time, you know? Did you see any of the Spider-Man news this past week, Adrian?
I did not.
Oh, shit. So I got something in store for you in a little bit. Yes. There's been some reveals, to say the least. But what I did also want to give a shout out to all the interns out there. So we do this podcast, and we do a whole nother podcast called Other Stuff, where, dude, that podcast has, I mean, we're like 20, I think 6, 7 episodes in, and it's gone from an extension of this show to a pop culture to an all-out conspiracy theory. You never know what the fuck you're going to get on there.
Right.
We're talking about some ancient aliens last week, dude. I heard there's some spacecraft coming our way, so we're talking about that this week. You got some tech shit.
The Anunnaki coming back.
They're coming back, dude. They're coming to see their creation. You know, they want to see how we're doing. I don't think they're going to be happy.
Right.
It's like the first time you leave your kid home alone, you come back and they like destroy the house.
Right.
It's kind of how they're going to feel, I think.
Awesome.
But we also, we're going to get into lives pretty soon. So I'm going to be going live on TikTok at some point in the next few weeks. Really, it's kind of on you guys. I want to know what's the best time. So Fridays, 6:30, 7 o'clock Eastern is one time slot I'm thinking. And then maybe even Sunday night, or not Sunday night, Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern. So I know all y'all in different time zones. Adrian, we got people across the pond, as they say. You know, overseas, across the pond. I know the lingo. You see that shit?
Well, Across the Pond, I think specifically talks to Europe.
Yes.
Specifically England.
Okay.
But I mean, we got other people all over the zone. We got Australians. We got, so it's not just
It'd be across the planet then? What would that be?
Around the world.
Around the world. Because the world, if you believe the world's round.
Well, around the world doesn't technically mean that the world's round.
Okay.
I mean, it just means over there, possibly.
Got it. Okay.
Anyway.
So we got people over there, there, and that way. Right? There we go. So you guys let me know what time works better for you. Let's put in our schedules. But so Adrian, Fantastic Four, First Steps, Superman. We saw both these movies. It's been a couple weeks now. I think said Fantastic Four was the better of the two, right?
It was the better of the two for me.
For you. What is it that you felt Fantastic Four did better than Superman?
It wasn't as campy to me as Superman was.
Got it.
It was just a lot of things that it took some digesting for me for Superman.
Okay.
Fantastic Four was, pretty much Fantastic Four, except, the actors.
Right. Okay.
So outside of that, I mean, the one common thing across both movies for me that was a dramatic change is the faces that I'm looking at.
Yeah.
You got, the corn sweat, Superman, you got the big-headed ass Reed Richards.
Yes.
So those are the great equalizers for the two. But for me, Superman was kind of more distracting than Fantastic Four.
The campiness got you a little bit. Yeah. I didn't mind it, but I'm also, we've talked about this here before. You are a bigger Superman fan than I am before these movies.
Yep.
Right? Like you read a lot more. You were into Superman as a character more than I was. And this funny thing is this movie, I think, put me over the, like I would actually say I'm a Superman fan now, Adrian.
Okay.
It did it for me. David Corn Sweat did it for me. That's why, dude, I got the hat. Look at this. It's like Superman's fucking costume here.
There you go.
Everyone always comes, where do you get your hats? Well, see, we don't get sponsored, so that's why I'm not going to tell you. But I will tell you this one. I did get this one directly from New Era. So New Era, there you go. We're shouting you out. The least you could do is send us maybe another hat,
That's okay.
Yeah.
If the goal is for me to wear it, I'm good.
You're all set. Okay.
I'm all set.
I'll wear it for both of us, Adrian. The thing about doing this podcast every week and doing things on TikTok, believe it or not, you hear and read some stupid fucking things. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Does that shock you?
No, not at all.
Because you've met like people in general. Yeah. Dude, I came back from Six Flags, or I went to Six Flags yesterday.
Okay.
And I don't know like what was going on in this area, but if you were on the road in like the, northern Connecticut / southern Mass area on the road, there's a 98% chance you are a fucking moron. Dude, there was some of the worst drivers, like not worse like driving reckless, driving stupid, dude. I saw this one guy on a cell phone swerving back and forth, like he's in between two lanes. I got people that they're in the left lane, they're going 68, then they're going 82, then they're going 55. Same person.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was, so if you were on the road, fuck you, you're an asshole, you are an ABC. So, anyways, I've heard some stupid things. Yeah, dude, it's just, Adrian, the claws, bro. The claws are going to start coming out because I heard some stupid shit online this week, okay? So, but me, Adrian, sometimes I could just be me, right?
Sure.
So that's why I have you to kind of balance me out here.
Or sometimes it's just let you roll. Just let it roll.
You just let it roll. But I want to see if these, if you feel these are as dumb as I thought they were.
Okay.
So, and a lot of it had to do with the Fantastic Four First Steps. So one thing I saw a lot on there was like, I didn't like the movie. And here's my thing. I don't think everyone has to like the movie.
No.
But if you're going to comment on a video that I put out there and tell me that what my opinion's wrong and the movie's actually bad, I think you should at least explain yourself.
Sure.
Right? Like, give me a reason of why it was bad to you. Because I just asked you, right? What did you like?
Sure.
You didn't like get all upset. You're just like, I think this one was a little campy. And I think this one was easier to digest. But they don't have answers usually. Here's one that I've been trying to get someone to explain to me. So they say that in the movie, the reason they didn't like the movie, Adrian, was Mr. Fantastic can stretch more than Galactus stretched him in the movie. That's not how he stretches. You know the part where he's pulling them apart, right? Like, and they're like, well, in the old movie, he was stretched across the, carousel or whatever the fuck the thing's called, the Ferris wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, I don't know about you. The way I look at it is if I'm watching this Fantastic Four movie, that's a different Reed Richards than I saw in the 2005 one, than I seen in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
The powers from the comics are not always 100% the same on screen. Is that a fair statement?
Yes.
So you could say, well, they nerfed him, they ruined the character, Adrian, or it's just a different version.
Yep.
All I know for me is the story they were trying to tell me was Galactus is stretching the shit out of this motherfucker and he's in pain.
Yeah.
I'm just going to watch the movie and enjoy. That's not how he stretches. Do you think, am I overreacting or is this a stupid fucking comment?
Both.
Okay. Do you think that's not how he stretches?
I mean, I saw that. I thought, Reed's a little bit more stretchable, but then that thought ended. I mean, who gives a fuck?
Exactly. Like, what do you want him to do? Like,
he stretches.
Correct. You want him to, like, stretch him around his head or something? Like,
what that person probably wanted to see was like in the first one where his hand went under the fucking door, pick a lock or some dumb shit like that.
Dude, here's the thing about Mr. Fantastic. I've always felt this way. His powers, even in the comics, look weird.
Right.
So if you can spare me seeing his flat hand go under the door or his face getting smushed, I don't need to see that shit. It looks fucking weird, dude. So I'm okay if he just stretches him this. And like you said, who gives a fuck?
Right.
You understood what the message they were trying to tell.
Sure.
That's their story. So, all right, that one was...
And the message they were trying to tell was... Galactus was amused.
Exactly. He's playing with him like a little fucking ant. Then there was this one. Dude, it wasn't enough action, bro. It's not fucking enough action in this movie. Why is there like a certain amount of action you have to have in every comic movie?
Wow.
Did that ever cross your mind in this movie?
No, not at all.
Now, I said this last week. I don't look at Marvel movies as action movies. Mm-hmm. Do you look at them as action movies?
No.
Some of them could be, right?
Sure.
Like some have more action than others.
Yep.
Look at Logan, one of my favorite movies. You like this movie?
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of action throughout the whole movie.
No.
There's some really good set pieces that include some action, but for the most part, it's a story about family, heart, him with Xavier aging. Like I guess the point is, if the movie's good, the movie's good. Who cares if it has, this movie had 20 minutes of action, Adrian. That one has 50, so obviously it's not as good.
I mean, I did think that there were action scenes that, made up for, if there were any lack of action, there are scenes that would have made up for that lack of action. Like, them trying to escape the Silver Surfer.
Right.
Those scenes, shit like that. So I don't get the, lack of action thing.
So like a quality over quantity thing. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, absolutely.
Because, dude, that wormhole, black hole, whatever the fuck it is, that scene, dude, that's up there with one of the best scenes we've ever seen in a comic movie.
Absolutely.
Like, do you ever remember seeing anything like that in Marvel, DC?
No, not at all.
No. And I mean, you pointed out, like, we really got to see the Silver Surfer surf.
Correct.
Which we didn't see before.
Right. I mean, usually he's flying.
Yeah.
But this is the epitome of the name.
Yeah.
Silver Surfer.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, no, if you said there wasn't enough action, you're fucking wrong, dude. There's plenty of action. But I agree with you. The action was just on another level. Like,
well, the commentary isn't wrong. You just strongly disagrees with his opinion about your opinion. Yeah.
That one. Definitely. You're fucking wrong. Then there's this one too. How is she able to defeat Galactus so easily, dude? She's just Invisible Woman. Like how, like that was far-fetched. Also, the whole Galactus was weak. We touched on that a lot last week. But you probably have read more of like the OG Fantastic Four comics than I have. Mm-hmm. I've read probably more of the newer runs, right?
Yeah.
Galactus is in a lot of those. Mm-hmm. When Galactus faces off the Fantastic Four, who normally wins?
The Fantastic Four.
Right. So, like, this is not like, oh my God, he didn't devour the planet and kill everybody. No, they usually find a way to beat him.
Right. Well, like you say this a lot. Two things can be right at the same time, right? Sue is by far the more powerful of the Fantastic Four.
Yes.
Number one. Number two, they have nerfed her for so long. It was actually very good to see her power being portrayed properly.
Yeah, about time.
And the third thing is Galactus was weak. So Sue being the more powerful, and they're not portraying her power until now, and then Galactus being weak, those two things coming together at the right time allows her, and she didn't defeat him.
No.
She just fucking pushed him back
Correct.
to the hole.
Yep.
I mean, it's not like she smushed him and knocked him out or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, no, they just like stiff armed him away enough and got out of there.
Exactly.
I mean, instead of them running from the fight, they pushed them into a portal and sent them God knows where in the universe.
Correct.
So yeah, that too. They didn't unalive him, Adrian.
Right.
They just pushed him off the fucking wall pretty much.
And he was weak enough to where her power at the level that it was.
Yeah.
She was able to do that.
Right. And that, I mean, that's Galactus' whole thing, right? Yeah, he's big, he's powerful, he's strong. But the only time you really see him is when he's weak trying to get charged up.
Right.
Because he's going out for a meal.
Right. As soon as he eats, he's fucking start getting hungry again.
Yeah.
But people have to realize how powerful Sue is.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I did a hidden gem on her. So Gladiator, which is basically the equivalent of a Superman. Right. We all know how powerful Superman, bench press 1 billion tons and all this bullshit, right?
Yeah, all the glaze.
So Gladiator so Sue is simultaneously enveloping the entire planet in a force field and keeping Gladiator at bay outside of this force field at the same fucking time.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Right.
I think she can push a weakened Galactus.
Correct.
back.
Yeah, we're shocked that she pushed this weak fucking giant into a hole that was like 20 feet behind him.
Exactly.
Oh my God, he's so weak. They ruined it. Is that how it works, Adrian?
Hey.
Well, it fucking worked in the movie, so shit.
Mike, you sound a little perturbed.
Yes,
today.
I am. I definitely am. You know, they're getting to me. I'm choosing to be offended. You know, it's just one thing that bothers me a lot, Adrian, is stupidity. Okay.
I know a lot of things bother you. Stupidity is one of them.
Yes. It's got to be top 5. So speaking of top 5, we got some lists we're going to get into later. But right now, so would you agree that as comic fans, we ate in July?
I believe so.
Like, I mean, when's the last time we had back-to-back movies, especially from both studios, that were at least average or better?
Well, I just hope, I know what Marvel, well, I don't know what Marvel is going to do. Well, besides continue to steal our shit.
Yes.
Based on what I've seen, I can project what Marvel is going to do. They are going to continue to create content the way they have.
Yeah.
I just hope this isn't DC's giant fucking orgasm and they are done for a couple of years, you know?
Right.
I just, I hope this isn't like, oh my God, it's done. So, and then they fucking disappear again for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you say that, Adrian. I prepared something for you that will maybe help with your fear over there. Okay, so
it's not fear.
We said you're afraid they're gonna, you're fear for them.
Based on what I've seen with Marvel will continue. Based on what I've seen with DC, they're gonna fucking go away.
Well, we'll see if you still feel that way after I go through what's next on the agenda. Okay,
let's do it
for the next several years here. So. We know that we saw Superman July 11th, that dropped. Fantastic Four dropped on July 25th. Eyes of Wakanda. Dude, I texted you the other day because now we've talked about this briefly.
Yeah.
But neither one of us had any fucking idea it was dropping this week.
No, not at all.
If you had to grade Marvel's marketing of this project, what grade would you give it?
Fucking worse than the last thing they did with was the chick Iron Man.
Oh, Ironheart.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, exactly. Because that was bad.
At least, I had I kind of knew it was coming.
Right.
I knew exactly when it was coming. But this one, just
no idea.
Nothing at all.
No idea. And they dropped it on a Friday. They normally drop shit like Tuesday or whatever. No marketing whatsoever. So we are going to review that next week. We actually, because we wanted to give y'all time to watch it. No one's fucking watched it, right? It's 4 episodes. You saw it already.
Yes.
Right? Would you recommend a watch?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. We'll leave it at that. We don't want any spoilers.
But go into it with the same thought that you went into Fantastic Four. This is a different, It's different.
Okay. And I started watching it, and the art style is very different, which I like. I like different. We don't need everything to look exactly the same. The world, like the world building, everything looked really cool. So far what I've seen, I've liked, but next week we'll give you the full rundown on that. So that's everything that's been released so far. Let's talk about what's coming. The next project is DCU's Peacemaker Season 2. Okay. You're a fan of the Peacemaker?
I am.
It's a fun show, dude.
It is. It's funny. It's different funny.
Yes. And John Cena's just great as Peacemaker, dude. So that is, and in this show, from what we've seen so far, they mention a different dimension. It does sound like at least Peacemaker and maybe one or two of his friends are now in the DCU universe some way, shape, or form. We saw Peacemaker make a cameo in Superman talking shit about Clark.
Right.
So that one, and really before we go through this whole list, the idea, I'm going to name all these projects, Adrian, and by the end, we're each going to let everyone know the one we're most excited for and least excited for. Because not everything's going to be a home run, Adrian.
Yes.
They have been known to strike out at times, you know. So
and that's okay.
It's okay. Yep. Everyone can't be a prize, you know.
Yeah, right.
So Peacemaker Season 2, then that's August 21st. October 3rd, so a few months after that, Marvel Zombies drops, Adrian. So this is, I think it's kind of a spinoff from the What If. There was a Zombies episode in What If.
Yeah. I actually like that.
You like that episode? Okay, because What If is
Wanda was fucking horrible in that. I mean, she was great. Yeah. I mean, like a horrible great.
Okay.
The portrayal of Wanda as a zombie was just off the charts.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying.
So you're saying I should probably watch that one episode?
I should probably watch that.
Because What If, dude, is like hit or miss. Some of them.
It is. Some
of those are just ridiculous. Like, what kind of crack were y'all smoking when you made that episode? But you're saying the Zombies episode is not that. Yeah, it was pretty cool. So that drops October 3rd, animated miniseries. December 25th, Wonder Man, live action miniseries. December of 25. We don't have a date for that yet. So hopefully, like, they start marketing that a little bit and let people know. Are you a fan of Wonder Man character?
He's benign.
Okay.
Simon something.
Yes.
I like the concept. I liked, the fact, I like the whole concept of him. It's just that he wasn't one of those A-listers.
Right.
I knew who he was, but he's a pretty cool guy.
Pretty powerful, though.
Oh, yeah.
And in the Hickman run, Wonder Man does play, he's a member of the Avengers, and he plays a pretty integral role. This is one they race swap, they do that, right? Wonder Man's now black. But is he a big enough character to where it really matters? I mean, I know you don't like any race swap, but this is not as offensive as like if you made, Superman, I don't know, Asian or something. All right. And then Daredevil. So that's it for 2025. Then we got Daredevil Born Again Season 2, March of 26. So starting off the year. Now Daredevil Born Again, we know Punisher's back in that. We know that Jessica Jones is back in that.
Okay.
I would not been confirmed yet, but I would love to see Elektra back in this. Elodie Young's Elektra.
Right.
You liked her in the Daredevil series, right?
Yeah, she was cool.
Yeah. And she's just I think some of the best Daredevil comics are when it is focused on those two. They have the dynamic that, in my opinion, is similar to the Bruce Wayne, Selena Kyle dynamic.
I was just thinking that. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'd love to see, and she knocked it out of the park. It wasn't no Jessica Gardner, or Jennifer Gardner. Or fucking, hey, cut that out too. Don't fucking have me here saying the wrong name. See, they get my notes all fucked up, Adrian. They're not listening.
Jessica, whatever. Jennifer, it's all the same.
Yeah, same difference. You know what I meant.
We know what he's talking about.
Exactly. And then in early 26, DCU's dropping Lanterns, Ages, the show. Jon Stewart, he's the kind of main focus of this. We're gonna see Guy Gardner back, Nathan Fillion. Wow. And then we got Hal Jordan is kind of like the mentor. It sounds like a crime series in like Nebraska area. So who knows? Maybe something happened to Clark's family in there. I mean, Nebraska, right?
Or Kansas.
Oh, yeah.
Names, states.
You're telling me?
Whatever.
Are you telling me Nebraska's not in Kansas?
I don't think so.
Ah, shit. You know what, guys? Cut all that out too. They're gonna fucking have me looking like an asshole today.
But I am intrigued with that because what in the middle of the fucking country in Nebraska. Is Nebraska in the middle of the country?
I think so.
Wow.
Today
Cut that out too.
Yeah.
We can't not know where our states are.
Yeah.
Anyway, but what's happening in Nebraska that would bring the lanterns to that?
Right.
Like what kind of murder?
Yeah, who'd they kill to have these guys show up?
Exactly.
Yeah. So that
but,
is,
speaking of lantern, some hidden gem shit.
Oh, snap. I think I'm not even going to guess because I don't want to spoil it. I think I know where you're going, though. I'll make a guess later.
Okay.
All right. So Lanterns, early 26, no month on that yet. And then mid-year, mid-26, Vision Quest, live action miniseries. This is the one where Ultron's returning.
Okay.
We're going to see Jocasta in here. We're going to see some... It sounds... I'm liking what I'm hearing about this. First of all, I'm a big fan of what Marvel did with the Vision character.
Yep.
He's one that I think I like the MCU version better than the comic version.
Okay.
Were you a fan of the Vision character in the comic?
Not really, but I think I agree with you. I like what they've done with the live action Vision. I like the whole look. Even the voice is good.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole Vision by himself, Wanda by herself, and then the dynamic between the two. That trio is just excellent for me.
Absolutely. And so I'm hoping this somehow leads to Wanda returning. Mm-hmm. Maybe Vision interacting with the kids now that she created them, Wiccan, and we still haven't seen the other kid, the speedster.
Right.
I forget his name. Someone will be like, how do you not know that? You do a podcast.
Do you know how much shit we flip through our heads?
Yes.
I'm like, oh my God. I mean, Nebraska, Kansas, Jennifer, whatever.
Hey, I'd flip it on you. How do you know that? And you don't have a podcast, motherfucker. How about that shit? You never would like, how do you know you do it? First of all, we've said this a million times. Adrian needs a minute.
Oh my God. That's a good point.
Right?
It's like, how do you have a podcast and not know all this shit? Yeah. Your thing is, your rebut is, how the fuck you know this and you don't have a podcast?
Exactly.
I like that.
Do
I like
something
that.
Or shut the fuck up. Or hey, subscribe. How about that? So Vision Quest, and where we left off with Vision was in the Wanda Vision series. Remember, the actual Vision was destroyed.
Yep.
And then she created this version of Vision with her fucking insane power set.
Right.
Which is why she would solo the Justice League. So
Absolutely.
just in case anyone forgot. Remember that shit? God. But then they created the White Vision, right? Yep. Kind of like the weapon. Because it's like what always happens, right? It's like the Tony Stark stuff or the Nikolai Tesla. Oh, you created this.
Oh, let's weaponize it.
Exactly.
Water? Oh my God, let's weaponize the water.
Right. No, I don't want you to. Okay, well, I'm just going to steal it from you and kill you off, which is kind of what they did there, right?
Yep.
And then one of my favorite scenes in that show is when you have the two Visions and they're discussing that ship of Thesis theory. The whole if you hire one ship and I start repairing it, which is they did a great job of kind of bringing that analogy to life with the two Visions, right? Because now you have a Vision created from the scraps of the other Vision,
right?
But he didn't have the memories. And then the other Vision's kind of like, oh, you have them. They just need to be unlocked. And now he's put those memories into the White Vision. So is it the same fucking Vision? Kind of complicated.
It is. Well, I would just say yes until proven otherwise. I mean, come on.
But it's interesting, right? Because they created this shit from scratch, but now he has the same memories as the one that was killed. So who knows? I'm interested in that show.
Sure.
So that is mid-year next year, and then you have your.
And this is a show.
Yeah, live action miniseries.
Okay.
Yep. Disney Plus. Also on Disney Plus. There's no month for this yet, but it is set for next year. Is Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2. Okay. Which I was pleasantly surprised by that show.
Really?
Where we reviewed it here?
Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised by it too.
It was better than I think either one of us expected. So
right. But it's kind of along the lines of also X-Men 97, which I'm hoping is going to come out sometime next year as well.
Yep. Yeah, and that's funny because that is, unfortunately, Adrian, that one's not on this list.
Really?
So, yeah. So who knows when that, maybe that's the
motherfucker.
I know. See, now they got you. And then the next movie that has an actual date is Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, June 26th of 26. This is Millie Alcock as Supergirl. We saw her show up in Superman. I'm looking forward to this, dude. This is when everyone, hey, you never read the comic. Yeah, we know, bitch. We know.
I most certainly didn't. It explained the dog because I hate, oh my God, I hated that. I hate that fucking dog. But everything was explained at the end. We got the floozy Supergirl.
Yes.
And I'm like, I never want to see this chick, but I'm actually intrigued now.
Damn, so it worked.
Yeah. So, I mean, I got to give it to the guy. I was engaged. From the commercials with the damn dog. I mean, like I said, whether I hate or love something, the fact that you've engaged me means that you've engaged me. I'm already bought it. So,
you know, I need to retract my previous statement, Adrian. There's no date yet, but X-Men 97 season 2 is expected or planned for 2026 as well.
Okay.
So we got that one, which the first season was phenomenal.
Right.
I think it improved on the animated series. I would say it's better than, and now I know it's one season.
So what's that that graphic engine that that you see all the graphics in? I'm not talking about AI shit. I'm talking about
video game?
Yeah.
Unreal Engine?
Yes.
Yes.
So what is it, like 5 or something now?
5 is out now. Yeah.
Okay. So between Unreal Engine and AI, now you see all the great AI shit.
Right.
I mean, I like the gorillas and shit.
Oh yeah.
Right? That's just crazy.
Yep.
So between Unreal Engine, which is NVIDIA, if you're gonna get some stock, see, NVIDIA is like NVIDIA is like a sleeper company, dude.
Yeah.
They're huge.
Yes.
So anyway, between Unreal Engine and AI, so I used to watch these they call them soap operas, right?
Oh, okay.
Like One Life to Live,
All
General
My Children.
Oh, what?
Luke and Laura.
That was the shit.
Yo.
But anyway, all right, I'm getting tingly and shit. But anyway, they should just make pick an art style. I'm thinking like a John Byrne art style, but yeah, it could be some other people. Pick an art style. Get a storyline and just do a soap opera animated comic book story of anybody.
Okay.
I mean, not anybody, but like a Lantern, a Batman, a Superman, the X-Men, Avengers.
Cyclops and all his family drama, dude.
But the point of it is that they can just sit there and just generate like 6 months worth of this shit,
right?
Release it, and then schedule those out every day or once a week or whatever. And then while those are running, you can generate more future shit.
Yo.
I'm just saying.
Damn. Shit.
Let this man cook.
Hey, guys, go check the mailbox, see if there's a check in there yet. Because, I mean, all this shit we're giving them for free.
Right.
I mean, I'm selling New Era hats and shit. I got to get an affiliate link. Once we do that, I'll start telling you where I get these hats from. But shit. Anyways, so Spider-Man, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2. Looking forward to that. Supergirl, we talked about that. That is June 26th of 26. And then a month later, Spider-Man Brand New Day. I got some news for you on this. There was a reveal of the Spider-Man suit, which is, I don't know about you, but for me is always a big deal with these movies, like, because I'm so into the art of the comics.
Right.
And that's one of the things that when they first started putting out Marvel movies like X-Men and stuff, they got horrendously wrong. Right. The suits. Everyone's in black dominatrix, like, I'm gonna fucking tie your balls up and spank you costumes. Like, what the fuck what are we doing here? Like, we fighting crime or we getting freaky? Like, well, shit. Diddy's auditioning and shit. Like, can I get in there?
Oh my God.
But they got him wrong for so long. And Spider-Man was one, though, that I think they've always done a good job.
Yeah.
I don't remember ever feeling like that's a horrible Spider-Man suit. Right. Of any of them. Did you?
The only thing that the movies did for me with the Spider-Man suits was made me realize this guy had a lot of fucking suits, dude.
yeah, absolutely.
I'm like, holy shit! I'm just used to the traditional, red and blue.
Yeah.
But then you got the glider suit, the stealth suit. Then when the symbiote came on, that was a cool transition.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
then all the shit in between, and then Tony got involved.
Yep. Dude. Yeah, and that's one thing about this, because you said when I asked you a few weeks back who's the best Spider-Man. And overall, Tom Holland, right? The one downfall about Tom Holland's Spider-Man is we never got to see those basic grounded. It was always Tony Stark made this in his lab. They were awesome looking suits, right? But you never got to see like he's making this in his bedroom outside of like a little bit in Civil War when he had the the sweater and the
correct.
So suit reveal, which we're gonna talk a little bit more about later. Adrian, I'm gonna show that to you. But Spider-Man Brand New Day, July 31st of next year, so about a year out. September 11th, of 26, DCU. What's cool here, if you notice a pattern, you got DCU, MCU, DCU. It's a little back and forth going on.
Mm-hmm.
Clayface. This is a movie that when it was first announced, I was like, this sounds ridiculous. But now it's shaping up to be an actual horror film.
Okay.
Which I think is cool because the one upside, remember that show, Cape Crusader?
Yeah.
Where they had the female penguin for some weird night. It was at least by the time it was done, I thought it was okay. Mm-hmm. And I'm a big Batman fan, so you ruin Batman, you piss me off.
Right.
One thing I did like about that though is they did a good job of showing Clayface's origin in there. And it did seem like that would be a great story for a horror film. So we're actually going to see that next September. So there's that. Mm-hmm. Then we get into, Adrian, what we've been building towards for a long time. Mm. You see Dr. Doom behind me.
Right.
Avengers Doomsday, December 18th of 26. So next year is pretty loaded. There hasn't been a whole lot announced for 2027. Now, this isn't a DCU project, but it's still DC. The Batman Part 2, October of 27. And then to end the whole run, December 17th of 2027, Avengers Secret Wars. So we announced a lot. I'll go through them real fast. And Adrian, you let me know the one you're least looking forward to and most looking forward to, okay? All right.
So in order to do that, you would have to say all of them, and then I would give you a rating. So why don't I rate them 1 to 5, 5 being the lowest, 1 being the highest.
Oh, you're doing reverse scale there.
Yeah. Okay. Or, no.
You're going to confuse some people.
What?
5 should be the highest. You're going to confuse some people. You know how these people are, Adrian.
My God, dude. I'm confused. Okay, 5 is the highest.
Yes.
1's the lowest.
There we go.
All right, we're doing each one. Got it.
Okay, ready.
Let's go.
Number 1, Peacemaker, Season 2.
What, 5's the highest?
Yep, 5's the highest.
3.
3, okay. Marvel Zombies.
I'm intrigued. 3.
3. Wonder Man.
Yeah. 2.
2, okay. Daredevil Born Again, Season 2.
5.
5. Lanterns.
5.
Vision Quest.
5.
Damn. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, Season 2.
5.
Supergirl Women of Tomorrow.
4.
Spider-Man Brand New Day.
5.
Clayface.
3.
3. Avengers Doomsday.
5.
The Batman Part 2.
Yeah. 3.
I'm offended at that. Okay.
Of course you are.
I'm going to type some shit about you right now. Adrian knows nothing. How do you do a podcast and not put Batman 2 at 5? Anyways, Avengers Secret Wars.
4.
Oh, you're more excited for Doomsday than Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Okay. We had a lot of 5s. All right, let's pick. I think the lowest you had here was Wonder Man, maybe 2 on that. So that's the one you
2 or 3.
You said I wrote it. You had 2 on Wonder Man.
Okay, 2.
So Wonder Man's the one you're least looking forward to out of all these. Now for 5s, you had Daredevil Born Again.
Yep.
Lanterns.
Yep.
Vision Quest.
Yep.
Spider-Man.
Yep.
Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yep.
And Doomsday.
Mm-hmm.
So of all those, if you had to pick one of those you could actually go watch today.
Lanterns.
Lantern. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So most looking forward to Lanterns, least Wonder Man.
Yes.
I would say I am most looking forward to, this is hard because the 3 I'm looking at are Secret Wars, The Batman 2, and Brand New Day. Those would be my top 3. I think Secret Wars, honestly, because I think it's a challenge. It's something that what they're planning to do with that movie is something that's never been done. Mm-hmm. And that's also one of my favorite comic stories is the 2015 Secret Wars. That'd be my one I'm most looking forward to. And least looking forward to is Marvel Zombies. I ain't give a fuck about zombies. Right. Now, I am a little intrigued about the Wanda part because, I'm glazing Wanda, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it is what it is. What are you going to do? All right. So you guys let us know which one are you looking forward to the most or the least? Oh, I also forgot X-Men 97. 5 or?
X-Men 97, I would say 4.
4, okay.
Yeah.
And that would be up there for me as well. All right, so let's get into some news. Fantastic Four First Steps. Adrian, this dropped a couple weeks ago. We both saw it. It did pretty well at the box office first week. It's a little bit behind Superman, but the second week, dude, dropped off. It had a pretty big drop, which is normal for some movies. Right now, it's sitting at about 170 million domestically, and it's looking to, let's pull up if there's any more up-to-date numbers right now, but it's looking to hit about 200 million at the end of this next week. Let's see, Fantastic Four First Steps, worldwide, it passes 260 million. So not, no $1 billion movie here, not knocking it out the park.
Right.
It's doing better than a lot of other movies have done recently, but it's not going to eclipse what Superman's doing. Now, it is doing better overseas than Superman. Mm-hmm. And that's one thing I wanted to talk about. Well, first of all, there's a few things that few questions that I read online. I read a lot online, Adrian. It makes me upset, but I do it anyways, It doesn't really. It's fun. But this is one question I was asked. After watching Fantastic Four First Steps, do I feel that puts Marvel back on track? Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think they were really off track?
No.
You didn't feel that way.
Again, Marvel has been apparently from the very beginning about building universes.
Yeah.
Whereas DC was just just shit a movie out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the concept has always been different.
Yeah.
And so every movie that Marvel puts out is a piece of a puzzle. Whereas the movies it appears that the movies that DC was doing was just, it's an island on its own.
Yeah.
So every movie that Marvel puts out does not have to be $1 billion movie.
Okay.
I mean, every movie that DC puts out doesn't have to be $1 billion movie either.
Like a $5 movie.
That. So with the Fantastic Four, it's a story that's part of a bigger narrative. So, I mean, the fact that it did what it did, it's cool.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to knock things out of the park because there are things coming down the line.
Absolutely. So are you, let me see if I'm picking up what you're putting down. Are you saying we should be judging this as a whole and not movie by movie?
How about you just shut the fuck up, watch the movie,
there you go,
and then enjoy the ride.
There you go. Yes.
And then one day when you're fucking 80 or 90 or whatever, you can look at this whole ecosphere movie and be like, hey, Marvel did some good shit.
Yeah.
They did some not so good shit.
Correct.
And same thing, hopefully, with DC.
Yeah.
Now that they're on that train.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like, we'll be having a similar conversation in 10 years about DC. Like, shit, man, how is their universe? Like, and to your point, think about this. What other we've gone through franchises with multiple movies here in the past. Mm-hmm. Outside of like a James Bond or a Godzilla where they're not all connected, where else can you go into a cinematic universe where there's 37 movies,
right,
plus another 20 shows?
Yep.
Like that, as a comic book fan, if you can all stop, the problem is everyone thinks they're a critic. Like, it just wasn't up to my bar is here, Adrian. Mm-hmm. Bro, like you said, shut the fuck up and watch it. Bro.
Right. I mean, you're not making a Scarface, and like Scarface, which a beloved movie,
yes,
right?
Yep.
Then you had the Godfather trilogy, right? They're not fucking connected.
Right.
And then The Sopranos, these are all mob movies. You're not sitting around, oh my God, these people that made these movies, they're not connected. Nothing's connected, but they're all mob. No, it doesn't work that way. But Marvel is giving you a fucking platter of movies that work together, right? And it should be enjoyed as a platter, not as a hors d'oeuvre.
Right. It's almost like Marvel created a bunch of spoiled brats out there.
What? You give them stuff and enough is not enough.
It's not enough.
So fucking child.
Unfucking believable. So no, so I guess all that to say, they weren't off track.
No.
And this didn't put them back on track.
Was that the original question?
That was the original question.
Wow,
yeah.
that's a long way to say no, they weren't off track.
They weren't off track? Did they have some misses? Sure. I mean, but that's not any different than any other phase of Marvel,
Dude, I'm feeling like you did about the drivers over the weekend now about this shit.
Yep, I'm telling you. So, but I me, Adrian, I like to dig into the data, right? Mm-hmm. Or the data, however you say it. Data, same difference.
They're both right.
They're both right. Okay. And I pulled up some numbers because one of the biggest changes for the MCU has been the international box office.
Okay.
There's been a handful of things that have happened. So China kind of shut the door to Marvel movies after Endgame because of censorship, political issues. Okay. They blocked multiple MCU movies, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Multiverse of Madness, etc. So they're losing out on that. Russia pulled out in 2022 due to, you got the Ukraine war, all that shit going on there. So they're missing those two markets. And also places like China, India, Korea, they started creating their own blockbusters.
Right.
For their own people. So like,
which they should.
They should. So there was a time where these movies were dominating. So they're like, well, shit, if those movies are doing good here, imagine if we made our own.
Correct.
So that's taken, a lot of the audience. And there's been some cultural and political pushbacks. Some countries have banned or censored Marvel movies because of, the LGBT stuff. Like, there's a gay character. Views. We can't watch that. Like, hey, that's their culture. Right. That's their, but like the Marvels, the Eternals. I mean, there's a gay couple in the Eternals, right. Which again it's going to limit your audience. So that has happened. I'll go through some of these numbers here of some past movies. I did pull up 1 through 37 of lifetime domestic versus international versus worldwide. So I do think that those things have caused some of that. Because I'll name some of these movies and you'll see like, holy shit, they did twice as much overseas than they did here.
Right.
So like, let's find a good one here. Spider-Man No Way Home did 800 million in the U.S. It did 1.1 billion overseas.
Damn.
Like, dude, that's 300 million more overseas, right?
Yeah, but I mean, Spider-Man it could be wrong today, but he was or is like the number one beloved comic book character on the planet.
Absolutely.
Followed by probably Superman and Batman.
Sure. How about this?
It's like, what are the top 2 or 3 words that can be said in any language and everybody understands? Hi and Coke.
Okay. I thought you were going to say shut the fuck up. No?
Hey,
we're working on that. We're working on that. Yeah, we're doing our part for that one anyway. Here's another one. So Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's not one of my favorite movies.
Sure.
But if I forget about the name of the movie, if I said a movie did 620 million,
that's good.
Yeah.
Right.
So it did 216 here in the US, 406 million overseas.
That's insane.
It is insane. Now look at this. Captain America Brave New World.
Yeah.
415 million. Not like 600 million.
Right.
200 million here. So 16 million less than only 214 overseas. So if we had the same box office as Ant-Man and Wasp, you wouldn't be saying that was a box office failure.
Right.
Not making excuses, but my point is there's a good chunk of the audience that no longer even has access to these movies.
Correct.
So we're being a little dramatic when we're like, they're off track. You look like you're about to say something.
No.
Okay. Fantastic Four First Steps is at 170 overseas, or here, 170 here, 99 overseas, 269 million.
So is that a reflection of these countries pulling out and that the people don't have access?
Yes. But then certain movies like Deadpool, Wolverine, I think it played in some of these markets. It also did bigger numbers, 636 million here, 701 million overseas.
Damn.
Dude, fucking Captain Marvel, 426 million here, 704 overseas. Massive overseas audience.
What are these markets? When you say overseas, what are these markets? We're obviously not talking about Russia and China. So what are
with some of these we are. Like Captain Marvel, we are. That was open everywhere. That was pre-Endgame. So after Endgame is when they started going, hold on, don't show that one, only show this one. So I mean, it did play a bigger factor. Go way back early on. So you have Iron Man 3. 400 million here, 800 million overseas. Crazy.
So Stoneface Stoneface, like, I don't want to fucking be in the movie Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Did almost double digits overseas.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see where they were like, hey, hold on, time out. We need to bring some of this shit home.
Correct.
You know? I mean, you can't blame them.
No,
right?
You really
because
can't do.
American comics has heroes and villains from every country.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't other countries make their own heroes and villains and shit, right?
Yeah.
So good for them.
Yep. So, anyways, so I guess to go back to we did a lot to answer one question.
Right.
That's what we do it here. Do we
That's what we do.
Yeah, over-explain.
Because
Y'all don't understand shit sometimes, shit.
You got it 7 times, 7 different ways.
There you go.
You ever seen this movie, The Guardians? It's a Russian superhero movie.
Mm-mm.
It's actually pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah. One of the opening scenes is this guy with like these double scythes.
Yeah.
He pulls it like out of a sheath off his back.
Okay.
And he's like a speedster.
Mm.
And he fucking blurred. So this car is coming in the desert.
Yeah.
And coming directly toward. He pulls these sights out and just poof, splits that shit in half. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got like a Russian polar bear dude. Some chick that turns into water. It's actually pretty interesting.
Oh shit. No, I've never seen it. Are you surprised?
No, not at all.
Moving on, Spider-Man Brand New Day. We talked about this earlier. I think you gave it a 4 or 5. I'm looking forward to it for a lot of reasons. A couple other things have been confirmed. Last week, we learned that John Bernthal's Punisher is officially in this movie. Kevin Feige confirmed it. Early on, we heard a rumor about Hulk being the main antagonist in this movie. And we have also that. That has been, half of that's been confirmed. Bruce Banner, Marc Ruffalo as Bruce Banner will be returning in this movie as Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it leads me to a lot of questions, though. But before,
with his fucking arm sling and his eyeglasses.
You know where I'm going. Another thing, though, Michael Mando as Scorpion.
Okay.
Do you remember a post-credit scene? I think it was Spider-Man Homecoming. Remember we had Michael Keaton's Vulture in there, who I think did a phenomenal job as Vulture. He's in jail at the end.
Yep.
And he comes across Scorpion.
Oh, okay.
Remember scarred face? Scorpion's already in jail, so we don't know why. And he knew Spider-Man's identity.
Scorpion or the Vulture?
Scorpion, I think Scorpion did, or Scorpion asked Vulture.
Exactly.
And he wouldn't tell him.
Exactly.
Okay. But Michael Mando as Scorpion is going to return in this movie. And the rumor right now is that there's going to be some early tension in this movie over Scorpion because Punisher is going to try to kill him because that's what he does, right? And then Spider-Man's going to try to stop him because that's what he does. And there's also going to be Hulk in this movie that possibly would cause Punisher and Spider-Man to team up to take care of Hulk because Hulk's a tall task, right? Spider-Man on his own.
But that would indicate that we're dealing with the Destructo Hulk, not the talking Bruce. Because I'm like, what the fuck is Ruffalo's Hulk going to do? He's going to sit down and want to have tea with him or something like that, right?
Yes.
But if they have to go up against the Hulk, then that means that he's the angry one.
Correct. So
nice.
And so that's the question. Are we getting Smart Hulk or Angry Hulk in this? It's got to be Angry Hulk.
I hope so.
Right?
I'll take Ruffalo as the Angry Hulk. Just don't have him start talking and shit.
I mean, how awesome would it be to have a Hulk like what we saw in Ragnarok?
Right, because I don't recall early on, I never saw a Smart Hulk and Spider-Man together, even though Spider-Man and Hulk were always fucking together.
Correct. Well, not always fucking together.
Not always.
You gotta say pause. Now, I'm just throwing a crazy theory out. This literally just hit me right here. Peter Parker is a scientist, right?
Yeah.
He's smart. He's a genius. Of course, he's in comics, genius level, right?
Of course.
Bruce Banner, also a genius.
Correct.
I mean, as much as we shit on Marc Ruffalo, but Bruce Banner as a character, he's up there, dude. I mean, you got Tony Stark, you got Hank Pym, you got Reed, all in that top tier. I think Bruce is up there too, no?
No. I would say globally, it's probably Valeria, Reed, then Tony slightly off of Reed. But definitely not because Reed is like the universal shit. Tony I think he disciplines himself more toward the engineering stuff as opposed to like the black holes and all this other bullshit. Even though Tony figured out how to go back in time. Anyway. So Valeria, Reed, Tony. Then I'll put like Bruce, then you get down into Parker is kind of down here.
Yeah.
Somewhere between fucking Parker, even though I think Parker is higher than like, say, a Bruce Wayne. I think Bruce Wayne is not a genius. He's disciplined.
Okay.
You know, that kind of shit. So, also, yeah, he's got fucking Fox in his corner.
True.
So,
got it.
man, this podcast is going to be fucking, we're going to be midnight.
It's a 9-hour podcast here. You get to get some coffee, you get tired. But what if somehow Bruce and Peter cross paths?
Yeah.
And maybe he doesn't want to be Smart Hulk anymore. Maybe Peter tries to help him fix this and they unleash Angry Hulk again. Could be that. Maybe the government gets involved. And we've seen that they've always been interested in Hulk, where they created a Red Hulk.
Yeah.
Maybe, or they didn't create it, but they had a Red Hulk,
Sure.
He was the president.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, for me, it's one of these things. I don't even care, dude. Just fucking have him come back.
Right.
Like, you don't even need to explain the shit.
Right.
You can explain it in a post-credit scene if you want, because I do not want to see Smart Hulk as a major part of this movie.
No, not at all. But if they bring any variant of the Hulk back, they should give it the Red Hulk treatment.
Yes.
That what's his fucking name?
Harrison Ford
version of the Hulk. That was the ultimate live action. That was the epitome of Hulk for me. Like everything about it. And so I hope they give him, because the Ruffalo Hulk is kind of like a fat Hulk. The Harrison Ford Hulk is like that tall, leaned out version of a Hulk.
Yeah.
Which is what I like to see. That's all personal preference.
Right.
Some people might like the fat Ruffalo
Sure.
Hulk, whatever.
Like him thick.
But just make him angry.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck what you do with it. Just make him angry.
Make him angry. And when you say the Red Hulk treatment, just people that, so they're not confused, you're not saying paint him red. No. You mean how angry and how savage and the look like outside of the red, but that version of Hulk.
Right. Just, like take, for example, when he was following the Falcon, he jumped from the Capitol into the air,
right?
And he was going past the buildings and stuff. Just the way he was even moving in the air, the way he was like, he jumped to this building, like crash all this shit, then jump on and stuff like that. The whole look, the muscle, the way it worked, it just flowed, as opposed to like the stop action, animated fucking versions of stuff they've done in the past.
Got it. All right. Well, moving on. The Spider-Man suit was revealed this week, Adrian.
I like that. They kind of making everything like the retro comic booky kind of look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is cool.
I like it, dude.
Yeah.
We haven't seen the mask yet. Mm-hmm. So, they just dropped this teaser for Spider-Man Brand New Day. There was one prior to the one we just watched where it just showed like a 360 of the suit. Mm-hmm. And then we saw the one with Tom Holland, walking through the doors. We haven't seen the mask yet, though, which is a big piece, right?
Correct.
Which I do think one of the best Spider-Man masks for me was the one that Tom Holland wore in Civil War when he first showed up, with the eyes that were moving and stuff.
Yep.
Phenomenal. But I'm liking this design so far.
The thing I like about the design is that he's taller now.
Yep.
So he's slimmed out.
Yes.
Which is actually perfect Peter Parker. Now, the other cat that you like, Garfield, he was like fucking Abraham Lincoln tall. I don't know. I don't know what I didn't like about him. I just didn't like him. But so I think it's not just how the suit looks, but how he looks in the suit.
Yeah.
Because Spider-Man was a kid.
Correct.
And you realize looking at this new suit, and he's older now, right? You realize how short Tom Holland was when he first started playing Spider-Man.
Yep. Absolutely. I also got the vibe that it was inspired a little bit by the other two Spider-Man suits. Like the raised webbing reminds me a lot of the Tobey Maguire suit.
Yeah.
And the detail of like the front of the suit, just the shape of the red and the spider symbol being kind of bigger reminds me a little bit of the Andrew Garfield suit.
Okay.
Now this storyline wise, this Spider-Man met both of those in No Way Home.
Sure.
So I'm wondering if he made this suit himself, right? If that was a little homage to like, hey, these guys, it would make sense.
Well, but also things mature. You know, things change. So I mean, you get bright ideas. I mean, if you got a supercar, you driving on the street, you see another supercar and it's got some widget on it. You're like, oh shit, I like that. I'm gonna put it on mine.
True.
You know, then 2 years later, I mean, it might be the same car, but you've evolved. So I think that's acceptable.
Yeah.
It's especially considering how many suits fucking Tony put in.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah. So I can't wait to see the actual mask. I think what we'll do is maybe next week. We've never done this. We've talked about comparing suits. We see them in all kinds of movies.
Right.
Spider-Man, I don't know that they've gotten any suit wrong, but just like we rank, you know, how anticipating these movies and shows were, maybe next week we'll go through all the live action Spider-Man suits and rank them for everyone.
Sure.
So speaking of ranking, moving on to, there's a website / magazine called Variety. You ever heard of these folks?
I have. Okay. Aren't they like a fashion kind of fucking thing? Why are they? Okay.
Yep.
All righty.
Yep, that part, Adrian. So they decided, because they got nothing else to fucking talk about, they ranked all of the MCU projects. And so we're going to kind of go through a little bit of their list. Now, this is going to lead to some fun for next week, Adrian. So last week, I asked you if the Fantastic Four First Steps would be a top 10 MCU movie. And now I put you on the spot, put myself on the spot too, because I didn't have a list of all 37 movies up. I said I think it is. I think you said if it was, it'd be very low, 8, 9, or something like that.
Okay.
So people have asked us, you know, the fans are asking for us to rank the MCU movies. So for next week, we're going to rank the MCU movies. Okay. But before that, we're going to make fun of someone else's list, you know? not make fun, but we're going to discuss it. So, and I'm just going to go through their top 10, their bottom 10. Now, they included the shows in it too, which we're not going to do because I don't see how do you compare a show and a movie? You don't, right? No. So maybe another day we'll rank the shows, but we're gonna do the movies next week.
Wow.
Yeah. So that Variety already being fucking stupid. Now you're gonna like this probably. The bottom number 54 is the 54 Marvel projects between the movies and the shows. It's a lot. Yeah, speaking a lot of content, dude.
Right.
So shut up and enjoy all 54, or maybe even if you like half of them.
Enjoy the buffet.
There you go.
That sounds nasty. Buffet, don't it? What did I say earlier? Not
platter.
A platter. Enjoy the platter of Marvel content.
How you say that? Charcuterie with the cheese and all that?
Yeah.
You know,
the charcuterie board of comics.
Well, the last place on this board of comics for Variety was Secret Invasion, dude.
Mike's like, fuck that S word.
I think it's a C word. But speaking of S word.
Damn, I fucked that out. Hey, scratch it out.
Yeah, take that out. You know they never take anything out, by the way. Charcuterie. It's like millionaire, whatever. It's a fucking hammer. It's an Asgardian.
Nevada, Kansas.
Yeah. Tomato. Number 54 on their list, though, was Secret Invasion. They said that show is the worst thing that the MCU has created since they started.
I agree.
Yeah, it's probably not off, right? So I'll give you their bottom 10. So that is their number 54. 53 is Thor: Dark World. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Number 52, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. As much as that's bad, I don't know that I'd put it way down there. 51 is Moon Knight. Number 50 is Thor: Love and Thunder. That'd be a lot lower for me. That movie, holy shit. Number 49, The Incredible Hulk. Come on, that movie's not that bad.
It's not that
bad. No, 48, Iron Man 2. Okay, all right, come on. Like, no.
Wow.
Nope. See, we're going to have to step in and fix this next week, Adrian. Now it's become a job. 47, Echo. Okay. 46, Eternals. That's too high. That should be a lot lower. And then 45, Captain America: Brave New World. And then 44, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That's that's strange. Yeah, my bottom 10 is not going to look like that. I can promise you that. Let's go to their top 10. So number 10 is Loki. It was a great show. I don't throw no flags on that. Number 9 is Thor: Ragnarok. That'd probably be up top for me as well. Number 8 is Iron Man, the first one. Number 7, Spider-Man No Way Home. Number 6, X-Men 97. Number 5, Captain America, The Winter Soldier. Number 4, WandaVision. Number 3, Guardians of the Galaxy. Number 2, Black Panther. And number 1, Avengers Endgame. So I think their top 10's better than their bottom 10.
Definitely.
But I we have a number of aliases here, Adrian. One of them are superhero names, okay?
Right.
We're going to reveal our identities now, okay? Silver Fox and the Unaliver is actually Mike and Adrian.
There you go.
Yes. And we don't go fight crime because, like, I mean, dude, I'm about to be 40. Like, I can't be out there, dude. I got bedtime. My back hurt.
Back don't function that way. Them
correct. So we're not crime fighters, but we are fighting stupidity.
There you go.
And we're solving problems. So this is going to be our fight because this list is dog shit. Okay. So we're going to step in and we're going to make it right next week. Okay. The first thing we're going to do is remove the shows because you don't compare the shows with the movies.
Right.
And we're going to tell you exactly what the fuck it is. So stay tuned for that. If I had to grade, now I didn't go through their whole list, but if I had to grade the top 10 and bottom 10 of their list, I would probably give this a D+.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you? If you were a teacher,
it doesn't make any sense to me, so I wouldn't grade it at all.
Okay.
I look at it and be like fucking F and throw it out the window.
Shit, an F. Damn.
No, because like you can't mix the movies and the shows. Number one, so
correct.
You got to separate those. Now, if they actually admit to that, well, they're not going to admit to stealing my idea.
No.
Now, if they make movies and shows in an environment where, like, you make a movie and then you have a running show, and then the show, a movie can pick up at some point in a live action movie can pick up at some point in the show.
Okay.
And then the show will toss back to the movie will toss back to the show. You know, it's just like this whole interaction kind of a deal.
Yep.
Then you can rate the projects that a studio produces. But you can't say, X-Men 97, rate that the same as fucking, whatever.
Right. Yeah, so we're not going to do that. So we're going to fix that part, and then we're going to give you actual rankings that are not ridiculous as that, because, God. Anyways. All right, moving on. Rebecca Romain. She played Mystique.
Yes.
In the old X-Men movies.
Yep.
Much better Mystique than Jennifer Lawrence.
Yep.
That was a level of disgust. I wish they would have saw your face. Like, can you redo that?
No, I can't. I mean,
I'm telling you guys, it
was an emotion that can't be repeated.
Yeah, it was organic. You guys are lucky you didn't see it. Yeah, he was really disgusted at that idea. But Rebecca Romain she's the GOAT Mystique, dude.
Absolutely.
She's back in Doomsday.
Nice.
And that's the cool thing is, like, as we get closer to Doomsday, we're going to hear a lot more of these little tidbits and kind of get a better idea of what this movie's shaping up to be. We do know Mystique is in it. We do know Rebecca Romain's playing her. There's been this comment online about, Avengers Doomsday is not going to be good because the script isn't finished yet. All these experts out there, right? There was one person, this chick, I forget her TikTok account, but she was talking about Fantastic Four. And she's like, as a filmmaker, here's the things I had found wrong with. So I clicked on her profile. She's got like 200 followers. You ain't no fucking filmmaker. Shut the fuck up. We're filmmakers. We make movies. We make cinema every week right here, Adrian.
Well, I mean, she could be a filmmaker in her own mind.
In her backyard.
If she has made... Anyway, let me shut the fuck up.
Okay, you think I'm being a little too tough?
Possibly.
Okay, but anyways, this idea that the script's not done yet, it's going to be a failure.
Oh, that's nonsense. That's nonsense. First of all, if the movie is finished, then the script is done. Whatever.
Correct.
And everything is an evolution. And if you are creative, you know that if you've ever created something, once you created it, in the back of your mind, there's a million things that you would have done differently, post completion.
Right.
And then that's why you make another movie.
Yeah.
Because you want to tie all those ideas up.
And you may even continue to change those things until you officially, you're an artist, right? Maybe you don't draw as much now as you used to, but you've done.
Yep.
Do you not tweak whatever you're working on up until the last minute?
Dude, I've rebuilt my house and I walk through my house and I see every mistake I've ever made and everything that I want to do differently and or better.
Right.
So it's not just art or it's anything that you do with your mind and your hands. You know, I even want to take back some of the shit that I said, in the past. Not much.
Not much.
You know,
I don't want to take back anything I've ever said to fucking you guys. Not the interns or the people that support us, the ones that talk shit.
Yeah, guess what? You figure out who he's talking about.
The ABCs out there. Well, anyways, Rebecca Romain said that they asked her if she was done shooting her scenes, and she says, I'm not quite sure. The script hasn't been finished. It's been very fun. We don't know yet. They keep everything very close to the vest themselves in an effort to keep everything under wraps. So she's like, I have no idea if I'm done. I know I filmed some stuff. I've seen some pages of the script. Which I think is like really cool when you take a step back. The process of making these Marvel movies, there's so much attention on them, and everyone is so intrigued with what's going to happen that they're looking for a spoiler, and they have to keep everything under wraps because how many times does one of these actors spoil shit in an interview? Right. So like if we're in the movie together, you are only going to probably get your lines. You ain't going to see what I'm going to say. You're not going to get the full script. Sure. You're being held almost as blind as the people who aren't even in the movie, which I think is pretty cool.
Right. I mean, you've had a job in your life, right? You work
I've
for
never not had a job,
company, right?
Correct.
Does the company at the top tell you what the fuck how they're steering the ship?
That's a whole nother topic.
No, but my point is that these are actors. They show up, they do their fucking shit. So what she said was on point. Yeah, you show up to work every day, you do your shit until you don't do your shit anymore.
Well, what I want to talk about here is that stupid. I'm fighting stupidity today.
You absolutely appear to be.
I'm the unaliver. I'm the unstupidifier too, or I don't know, unstupider. I'm the unstupider.
Fire.
I'm the unstupider.
Stupider fire. Unstupidifier. Okay.
We're gonna try to de-stupefy you all. So, because Doomsday's gonna suck because they didn't finish the script. Well, hey, look, I did some research, Adrian, because apparently I'm the only one that has Google.
Okay.
Yeah, because they don't have it because they say stupid shit and don't fact check it. I dug up through the archives, Adrian, and I found out that there's more than just Avengers Doomsday that has been filmed without a finished script, believe it or not. There's been other movies. Can you believe that shit?
Oh my God.
I know, it's like finding out Santa Claus isn't real.
Let me see. Is it on that list are some of like movies' biggest movies in history?
There are some pretty big movies. So I'm gonna name these, and then later we're gonna come back to a handful of these. And I'm gonna ask you if they cooked. But here's some movies that were filmed with an unfinished script, okay? All right. Jaws, the original 1975.
Really?
They're on their 50-year anniversary. It's going back into theaters. An iconic movie was actually written with an unfinished script, believe it or not.
I bet Jaws 3 was finished, and it sucked. Oh my God, that fucking movie sucked.
Yeah, you had a good time with that recently. I don't know why you fucking watched it.
I'm you got like a million channels and shit, million platforms. You just, sometimes you want to, do a throwback. Yeah. Like I was watching a Cary Grant movie this morning, dude, 1940.
Damn. You went from a throwback to wanting to throw up. Is that kind of what happened?
Yes. Okay. Jaws 3.
Damn, sucked. Jaws 3. It fucking sucked.
Vomitorium.
Okay. Put that on a t-shirt. Casablanca? I've never seen this, but it's known as one of the great.
That's one of the great classics. Yeah.
It had unfinished script.
Nice.
Iron Man, the first Iron Man. And this is where they kind of developed that Robert Downey Jr. style of like improving, coming up with shit on the set, which is why it felt very organic.
Sure.
So Iron Man, the one that kicked off the entire MCU, was filmed with an unfinished script.
Yep.
Apocalypse Now.
Oh, wow.
There's another big, world famous live. It's on a lot of people's list of best movies. Gladiator, unfinished script. Mad Max Fury Road, 2015.
And Russell Crowe's mind, Gladiator is definitely unfinished. He's still trying to capture that role.
The Shining, another great movie. That was filmed with an unfinished script. Mission Impossible Fallout in 2018.
Yep.
Edge of Tomorrow from 2014. Men in Black, the original Men in Black. The first film had a lot of on-set improv and rewrites. So all those movies, dude, were filmed with unfinished scripts. Thor Ragnarok's another one where they encourage a lot of improv and stuff in the movie. Even Avengers Endgame, Adrian, some scenes, were decided very late. So the point is, this is nothing new. And as you said very respectfully earlier, if you all have a problem with it, you should just shut the fuck up. Right? Is that what you said?
Kind of.
You can go back and check that.
Yeah.
But the point, I mean, so Steven, like Jaws, let's talk about that a little bit. Steven Spielberg started filming that without a complete script. The mechanical shark problems meant rewriting on the fly. So they had a mechanical shark in the fucking water in 1975.
Right.
They didn't, I mean, back then we had technology to fly to the moon and back, but we couldn't create a shark. But anyways.
Well, the government had technology.
Maybe.
Civilians didn't.
They had the technology or the ability to lie. That too.
Or that.
But he still created what a lot of people consider a masterpiece. The first Jaws is amazing.
Oh, absolutely.
Casablanca filming began before the script was finished. The actors often were handed new pages the day of shooting. Imagine that, you're studying all these lines and I go, hey, no, give me that. Actually read this one.
Right.
And that, again, is known. Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
No, it's way before my time. I was like negative 52 years old, I think, when it came out. Gladiator, Ridley Scott openly admitted they started filming without a finished script, rewriting scenes daily. Russell Crowe even improvised some iconic lines in that movie. Mad Max, Fury Road film had no traditional script, just thousands of storyboards. Actors improvised most dialogue on set, and yet it has become one of the best action movies ever. Hey, you want your action? Go watch that, motherfucker. Right. My point is, I think that you guys are wrong. Well, the ones that are saying that. But I think people, honestly, all jokes aside, they're making a much bigger deal about this Avengers Doomsday script not being finished than there should be. When you have movies like this that were phenomenal.
Right.
So we're going to play a little game, Adrian. There's a game we play on here called...
Let this man cook.
Well, it's not called that. It's called Did They Cook?
Okay.
So for everyone saying that Avengers Doomsday not having a finished script is going to be a problem, we're going to prove to you right now that you're fucking wrong, because this is something that's not abnormal. And in fact, there's a lot of phenomenal movies that were filmed without a finished script in the beginning. So
absolutely,
I'm going to throw 5 at you, Adrian. You're going to let me know if they cooked with these unfinished script movies, okay?
Let's do it.
All right, number 1, Iron Man.
Cooked.
They cooked the shit out of that one.
Yep.
Men in Black.
Cooked.
Cooked. The Shining.
Cooked.
Gladiator.
Cooked.
Jaws.
Cooked.
Cooked across the board.
Hey.
So if you think opposite, then you're fucking cooked.
Well, but these are probably the same people whose lives is an unfinished script.
Okay.
Right?
Oh,
they're bored.
Yeah. Okay.
They're bored. So they're comparing their boring lives to, and they overlay that on everything else that they see.
Damn.
So they're broad stroking the shit out of everything in the universe.
So you're saying they need to feel better about themselves first.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Your life is unscripted. It's unwritten. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Right.
You choose to shit on other people.
There you go.
So
you know what also starts with an unfinished script every week, Adrian? Right. This show you're watching right now.
Trust me, there's a lot of improvs on this fucking place.
Because you have no idea what I'm going to say. I have no idea how you're going to react. You don't even know what the fuck we're going to talk about until you show up.
That's it.
That is something funny. Like when we first started doing this, remember I'd send you all the notes and stuff? And then you were like, don't even send them to me.
Yep.
Because we wanted it to be organic. We wanted it to literally be the equivalent of like 2 guys showed up at work or something. We're in the break room and we just start bullshitting about comics.
Exactly.
I didn't want to go, hey, I'm going to say this and then you say that. And then when
it definitely ain't that.
No, it's just, or now there's a lot of work.
As we move past midnight in this episode.
Hey, when's dinner getting here, guys? But it was meant to be organic. Yeah. You know, it was meant to be 2 guys just show up, bullshit about comics. And that's what it has been.
Yep.
And like, I'm going to respond to comments later. I don't even know which ones I'm going to respond to yet.
There you go.
I don't know who the hidden gem is. So anyways, what we do know is that every week we wrap up our news and rumors segment with a little thumbs up, thumbs down. We also keep it very simple here. So even the ABCs can keep up, right? You don't, now in comics, everyone's a genius.
What's an ABC?
It's an asshole being a cunt. Yeah.
Language.
In the comics, everyone's a genius.
Yeah.
Online, just about nobody's a genius. On TikTok anyway. But I love all the TikTok. Well, not all you, just a few of you.
Right.
All right. So moving on, we're gonna wrap this up with a little thumbs up, thumbs down. We keep the rules simple here so everyone can understand. I'm gonna recap the news segments, and we're just gonna let you know, in our opinion, today, do we give it a thumbs up or thumbs down?
Well, today, this minute.
This minute. It could change by the end of the show.
Exactly.
All right. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Fantastic Four First Step slows down at the box office in its second week as it approaches $200 million in domestic box office. I give that a thumbs down because y'all are missing out, though. This is a phenomenal movie.
Absolutely, absolutely. Matter of fact, the theater that I typically go to, I'm driving by the other day, and the front parking lot, it has like 3 parking lots.
Yep.
One in the front and one on the side.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
And only the front parking lot was full. So I was kind of disappointed to see that.
Yeah.
And that's with 2 comic book movies in the theater at the same time.
Sure.
So something's happening.
Craziness. Next up, Marc, I look and act nothing. Marc, I look and act nothing like Bruce Banner. Ruffalo will be returning as Hulk in Spider-Man Brand New Day, along with Michael Mando as Scorpion, John Bernthal's Punisher, and of course, your boy Tom Holland back as Spider-Man. I actually give this a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
This movie's shaping up to. I'm definitely intrigued in this. I think the tone of this movie is going to be more grounded, more serious.
Sure.
Which that's the one thing I think we have not got yet with Tom Holland Spider-Man. We've seen him in space. We've seen him fight aliens. Right. We've seen him make his own suit. We've seen him get girls. We've seen him get done. We've seen all that.
Right.
But we've not seen just a grounded street level where he has nothing.
Right.
Really nothing. So
and the Scorpion, when the Scorpion shows up, that's a grounded movie.
Yeah.
Because the Scorpion is basically just a thug.
Right.
Right. So he's that perfect Daredevil, Spider-Man, Punisher, grounded story.
Now Punisher's in it. Do you think we'll see Daredevil?
That would be too cool.
It would, yeah.
That would be, I don't know. I don't think so.
Damn.
That'd be too much.
Yeah.
People like fucking lose their mind in the theater.
Have an aneurysm. Oh my God, it's here. I hope so, dude. So if y'all are listening, I know you don't have a finished script because, you know.
Right. There's that. Add them
in. Or leave them as a surprise, though. Don't tell us. Next up, Spider-Man Brand New Day suit was revealed this past week, dude. We saw the video. We saw some photos. I'm giving this a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Looks like off the page of a comic.
It does.
That is one thing that, at least visually, with Superman, with, you talked about Red Hulk, with Brave New World, with Fantastic Four, and now again with Spider-Man, they're doing a much better job at taking, like, comic book look and just putting it on the screen.
Right.
And that looked like a suit we've seen in the comics 100 times.
Yep.
All right, next up, Variety ranked all of the MCU projects. They put Avengers Endgame in the #1 spot, Black Panther in the #2 spot, with Thor, Dark World, and Secret Invasion in their bottom 2 spots. I'm going to give their list a thumbs down.
Thumbs down. They should do a lot of things with that list.
Yeah.
But I looked up Variety, so I forgot Variety is like a entertainment rag.
Okay.
So they could toe dip into this.
Okay, so they're not off base for that.
Nah, they're not off base.
But I mean, I love Endgame, but #1, come on, dude. And some of their other numbers in there were a little suspect, as they say. Next up, Rebecca Romain will be reprising her role as Mystique. Reprising her role as Mystique in Avengers Doomsday, but she doesn't know if they're done filming because the script isn't done. Now, I give her reprising her role a thumbs up.
Okay.
And the whole script being done, I give that a thumbs up too because
absolutely,
it obviously fucking works.
Right. Nobody knows when they're done.
Correct.
You're done when you're done.
Exactly. You're done when you see the movie in the theater.
As a matter of fact, they could say that the movie is done and we've had rewrites as well, right? So you can come back and reshoot.
Reshoots too. There you go. So anyways, that is thumbs up, thumbs down. We had a little Did They Cook in there. Dude, we just gave everyone. We gave them all everything at once.
That's it.
We're going to move on real quick. SummerSlam. So there's a big WWE show this weekend. SummerSlam. It was a 2-night event at MetLife. I thought it was a really fun event. I think it was much better than what I expected based off of everything that was going on.
Okay.
So I definitely was excited. It was a good watch. I was happily, surprised, I guess.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna get in. We're hitting the home run here, the home stretch. We got We Respond, we got Hidden Gem, and some Agree to Disagree. So, as I've told you, this is not planned. So let me pull up some comments here. And we're actually doing good on time today. Past few weeks, dude, we spent so much time on the early stuff. We only responded to like 4 comments, so I felt kind of bad for the interns. But we fixed that today. All right. Let's see. We're gonna start with the interns. Captain Canada says, finally, he says, finally, watch Fantastic Four. It was so freaking good. 9 out of 10. Yes.
Nice.
Can't wait for what's coming. New Spidey suit looks dope. You know, Captain Canada gets it. Yeah. He's not an ABC. No, not at all. He's an intern. He can't be an ABC. Imagine if the ABCs start becoming interns.
That would be amazing.
Yes.
They should just do it just to get, just to wipe off the stink of being an ABC.
There you go. OG Dirte says, shoot, I forgot. Did you guys see the Fantastic Four cast playing Marvel Rivals? I actually did. I don't know if you probably didn't see this, but there was a video of the whole crew playing as their own characters in Rivals, which is pretty cool. Huh. All right, OG also says, Mike, Adrian, interns, what's up? Just want to say it's a good time to be a Marvel fan. See, he gets it. I'm currently watching Eyes of Wakanda on Disney+. I'll let you guys know what I think about it. If you haven't seen it, let me know. We're going to discuss that next week.
Right.
In my opinion, Fantastic Four First Steps was awesome. Some things I liked and didn't. If I could change one thing, I would have used Galactus Herald Nova, Frankie Ray. You had her as his hidden gem back in the day.
Yep.
Story arc, because she was romantically involved with Johnny Storm. I think that would have been awesome. And us Silver Surfer fans would have been quiet. Shalabar was awesome in the movie. I still want to see Silver Surfer. At least they could get us Norrin Rad when they showed Shalabar and her child. Kevin Feige is lying. Yes, he was. Let's see. The Marvel Rivals has been killing it. August 8th. Blade. Yes, Blade is going to be dropping next week, Adrian, in Marvel Rivals.
Okay.
Yeah. So will that get you to play? You're a Blade guy.
No.
He's a vampire.
No.
Damn. Nothing's ever going to get you to play that game. I'll show you the gameplay, though.
Sure.
It'll be like you were playing in spirit.
I live vicariously through you.
Perfect. Happy Spider-Man Day, AWOB. Yes, AWOB. It was Spider-Man Day the other day, too.
Oh, was it?
It's always some fucking day, dude.
Whatever, dude.
When's it going to be Mike and Adrian Day?
Right now.
Yeah.
Today.
every Monday. Let's see. Jay shot it. Amazing episode. And shout out Adrian for using my suggestion. I told y'all it wouldn't disappoint. Our hidden gem last week. The Battle Beast. The only thing he left out was during their final battle, Thrag actually skins Battle Beast and wears him as a cape in some sort of trophy. Holy shit. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Fuck.
Oh, I gotta go back. But very interesting character. I might actually go back. But dude, you should get into Invincible.
I'm gonna.
Just to see this dude. Because he is like so... he's just carnage incarnate.
Yeah. He says that, glad to hear y'all like the Fantastic Four movie too. Looking forward to seeing Human Torch and Spider-Man interact in the MCU. That would be great.
The Human Torch and Spider-Man? Why would that be interesting?
Because they have a really cool dynamic in the comics where Johnny Storm is, I think he's kind of a Spider-Man hater. Also, Franklin's a big Spider-Man fan. And Johnny's like, he ain't that special type shit.
Well, Johnny is also pissed that the Parker Foundation buys the Baxter building at some point. And then, the Parker Foundation gets broken into and it gets dissolved and it fucking Reed steals it and sends it into the future and all that sort of stuff. But Johnny was pissed off at Peter because the Parker Foundation, I don't know where he got the money from, bought the Baxter building, but he calmed down when Peter explained to him, like, dude, I'm just trying to hold it in trust so that when your family gets back together, you can have this shit.
Yeah, so calm down, dude.
Exactly.
I got this figured out.
Yep.
Johnny. Unbelievable, Mark,
he's not a hothead. He's not called a hothead for no reason.
Yeah, good point. Mark Cackins says Mr. Fantastic was meek and timid through the entire film. I was hoping I was wrong and Pedro is a terrible Reed Richards. But Mr. Fantastic he ain't Captain America.
No. Literally, Reed's superpower is his brain.
Yeah.
I mean, he just uses the stretching shit so he can get around his machines.
Right.
But he is not a fighter at all. He's not a lover either.
No.
But he's a fucking egghead. That's his thing.
So Mark, hey, I'm gonna tell you what.
Pascal is a terrible Reed Richards.
Okay. From a look or
from a look.
Okay.
From a look.
Yeah. But I feel like he did embody the character.
He did embody the character. Again, the character and the acting of the character. I mean, the actor and the acting of the character. I separate those two things.
Got it. So now, Mark, I'm gonna tell you, Mark, what they tell us. Read a comic. Read a fucking comic. Well, I mean, he is pretty meek and timid in the con. He's not the guy, first one on the battlefield trying to fight everyone.
I don't know. At some point, I mean, the Council of Reeds, I mean, at some point, he just
they're
becomes
fucked
a
up.
dick.
Yeah. Even to the point where he didn't want to, the 616 Reed was like, yo, they're doing some crazy shit over there. I ain't trying to be down with them.
But also think about it. I mean, he knows everything. Mm-hmm. He knows what Sue is doing,
right.
With Namor, how Ben's going to end up. He knows all this shit, yet he's steadfast in all the shit that he's doing. So it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. What else is fucked up is what Jose says here. Fantastic for 2015. So this is that, Michael B. Jordan one. He says it's underrated. No. That fucking movie, even at like a 5% is overrated. That movie is an atrocity. It's worse than a post-shower shat. That movie is like you shat in the shower.
Damn.
And then they turn your water off. Oh,
damn.
shit. Yeah. Captain Canada.
I don't even think it was that bad.
No?
Damn.
Okay. Maybe you think I'm exaggerating?
Maybe just
a little bit. Okay. The Captain Canada AWOB, loving the new room decor. Me too, dude. We got the Fantastic car. We got the shield, but we got Dr. Doom looking over my shoulder.
Yep.
The Dr. Doom's legend mask is pure fire. Put it on, Mike. Unleash your inner Doom. Dude, I would, but it literally will squeeze my fucking head and I may pass out and then you're going to have to finish by yourself, which is fine because it's hidden gem, but I don't know how you'll agree to disagree by yourself.
Right.
You would disagree.
Or get fucking stuck and you got to drive home with it. Get pulled over and shit.
Yeah, for real. Maybe some other time.
Yeah.
The shield fits so well with the aesthetic. I agree. The shield looks badass.
Yeah, it does.
And how it's on the wall, I just threw it on the wall, dude. I just fucking whipped it over there and it stuck.
Like dirty drawers.
Yeah.
Or not.
No. Looking forward to a more grounded Spider-Man and the reset on the MCU X-Men as well. Absolutely. And I think that's we talked all about what's coming now to 2027, but after that, we're going to get X-Men. They're going to be a main focus and they're going to not cast well-known actors to save money on the budget, which I think is a great idea.
Absolutely.
Because how many times have we seen shows and movies? I'll give you one, Stranger Things. This is coming back out and the final season's dropping in a couple months. I didn't know any of those people prior to that show outside of Winona Ryder. Right?
Yep.
I mean, did you know David Harbour or Millie Bobby Brown prior to that?
Still don't.
It's Red Guardian, bro,
Oh, that cat.
Yes, yeah. But I mean, great show.
Right.
Phenomenal actors. So you've said this plenty of times, there's so many unfound, there's so many good actors out there. We don't need to rely on Pedro Pascal and everything.
Correct.
Or whoever the fuck. It's like 4 or 5 actors that are in everything.
Not only are there other actors, but younger ones too.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't need Michael Keaton jumping out of a jet, at Mach 3, that kind of bullshit.
Yep.
I mean, he was cool as the Vulture.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Batman?
No more Batman for you. But yeah, think about Hugh Jackman. No one knew who he was before Wolverine.
Right.
And he defined that role. So
I know who he was.
You know?
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman.
Caden Leopold.
I don't know what you're saying right now. I'm not picking it up.
Movie, dude.
You guys translate that?
So Hugh Jackman. Kate is played by the chick that married the other dude who is still nothing actor. He tries, but anyway. So and her brother was Liv Shriver. And he was like a scientist, and he found there's portals that naturally occur in portals.
Okay.
And then Hugh Jackman, this 1800 kind of aristocratic kind of guy.
Yeah.
He comes through one of the portals. They get together, and in the end, she goes back in time.
This was before X-Men?
I don't know.
Okay. So maybe you didn't know who he was before.
I'm just saying.
Are you fucking with us?
I don't know. I know that dude from somewhere.
Okay. You ever seen The Prestige?
Or maybe not. Yes.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. That was right around that time, though, after. But my point is...
Maybe I got my dates mixed up. I don't know.
Yeah, we're probably going to go with that. Cut all that out. Don't have Adrian looking like he doesn't know something. Because we know everything.
I got too much shit in my head, man.
Yeah, for real. But my point is there's plenty of good actors out there
Absolutely.
that we haven't seen yet, so that's refreshing. Romain Williams is back. What's up, Mike and Adrian? AWOB, the polls are in, and in my opinion, Superman was better than Fantastic Four. Oh, boy.
That's okay.
It's
That's
okay.
It's his opinion.
It is his opinion, but and I also think you can't go wrong with either movie. Like I mean, they both were there. It wasn't like Fantastic Four was here and Superman was. They're pretty close.
So for you people that have unscripted lives, go watch both of them.
Yes,
just do that.
Yes, and instead of like being on your phone the whole time, fucking look at the screen. Watch the movie. Shut the fuck up. Try that. Oh, I got something on my nose here. Oh shit, man. Can't be looking all fucked up.
I can't be having boogers and shit on your face. Yeah, you good.
Thanks. Yeah. Hey, cut that out too. Or not, whatever. We all have noses, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally have a fucking tug of war between my nose hairs and my mustache.
He says that Fantastic Four was still a banger, but Superman was more superior film. But what I really wanted to know is, even though Fantastic Four has a 60s aesthetic, they never really tell you what year it is in. So if you can tell me Fantastic Four was set in 2020s with a 60s vibe. So I thought the same thing, but on my second viewing, Adrian, I noticed on one of the license plate, back in the day here in Connecticut, they would have like their registration date on your license plate, like when it expired or whatever. Yep. And the year was 1964.
Okay.
So it did take place in the actual 60s.
Got it.
I did the homework for everyone, All right. Lei Shi Lang. Like, I always fuck his name up. Li Shang. Yeah, there we go. Hey, fellas, AWOB. Now, that is what I want for my comic book movies. I was truly worried about the retro future tech setting, but they crushed it. Yes.
Absolutely did.
I love almost everything about the film. My one math wasn't mathing moment was when my friend asked me why the teleportation experiment needed a teleporter at each end when Reed did it with an egg, but they didn't need one on the receiving end when they used it on Galactus. Good point. I told him to shut up. That's exactly right. Because, dude, like, some of it's like, all right, we got a guy who stretches. Mm-hmm. We got his chicks, surfing through a wormhole. Mm-hmm. Everything doesn't need to like make sense in our world.
Well, he does have his friend does have a point, because because you need a transmitter and receiver for the egg, right? Mm-hmm. So what were they going to do with Earth?
True.
There wasn't a receiver.
There wasn't a receiver.
Right? They were just going to fucking put
direct it somewhere.
So I would say this. The goal was to just move it to some place.
Yes.
It doesn't, the point of the receiver was to predetermine where
the exact
spot where it was going to, rematerialize. Right. It wasn't required to rematerialize. Yeah. Just like Galactus, they were just going to send him
wherever
the fuck away.
Yep.
They didn't care where he showed up.
Hell no, he might fall in the sun or something.
Exactly.
He might end up in the DCU, He might have to solo the Justice League.
Or at least improve the odds of DC fucking making another movie in the next century.
Yes. But you know what, Li Shang, you did the right thing. You told him to shut up.
Yes.
Yeah, because some of it, like, everyone's not a scientist. Everyone's not a critic. Relax. Enjoy some movie. All right. He also said, oh no, that's a duplicate comment. Damn it. And then Sofa King is talking about ads again. So I turned the ads off last week, and then it fucked up everything. Well, I tried to reduce them, and then it like completely removed them, so it screwed up everything. So we're gonna put them back on, because I was talking to some other content creators, and it's like, dude, ads are a part of what we do. Mm-hmm. First of all, we do all this for nothing. Right. We spend time. We're here. It's been almost 2 hours already. We do this every single week.
All right.
And if you have to skip through some ads to watch it because you don't have YouTube Premium, or you don't want to watch on Spotify, or you don't want to go to Apple Podcasts, that's on you, bro.
Right.
I mean, so I'm sorry. We're giving you almost 3 hours of content every week, and you're complaining about fucking ads.
Right.
Sorry, dude.
Wait a minute. So these are people that don't subscribe to like a YouTube Premium.
Correct.
So they're getting ads.
Yes.
Like literally everything that's how YouTube makes money.
Correct.
100%. Fucking ads.
Yeah.
So,
hey, when I'm going on Disney Plus to watch the content so we can talk about it here, I fucking have to watch ads at some point.
Do you know why I pay for YouTube Premium?
Yeah, I owe 100% no.
So I don't have that complaint.
Exactly.
I don't have that ad complaint.
Correct. So anyways. And dude, like, drop us a real comment. Fucking ads. What are you, the fucking ad counter? Anyways, Slap a Wrestler, my boy, AWOB, my guys, fantastic episode, if I may say. Yes. The way Marvel has portrayed Wanda and Sue Storm's powers gives me hope for Rogue, Storm, and Jean Grey when they're introduced into the MCU.
Absolutely.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Yeah.
You talk about it in comics a lot where like, you know, the women were just secretaries and shit.
Right.
And then they started like really showing their full extent of powers later.
Mm-hmm.
It's been not as bad in movies, but the women have been nerfed for a while. And that doesn't mean that you should take like a weak character and make them powerful just because they're a female. But there's some very powerful females.
Right. Don't make Catwoman a telepath. And
she's
fucking moving mountains and flying through the air and shit.
There's enough of them like Sue Storm, like Wanda. And the three he mentioned are three of the most powerful characters. I mean, Rogue is up there, but then Storm and Jean are on a whole nother level.
Absolutely.
I mean, Storm's a Omega level mutant.
Yep.
And so is Jean Grey.
Right.
And then that's even before the Phoenix.
Right.
So yeah, I agree. It does give me hope. Your breakdown of Fantastic Four is perfect. I agree with a lot of it because he gets it. He's not Slap is not an ABC, by the way. After watching the Fantastic Four animated show, I noticed how the strength of Galactus flows, and Fantastic Four always attempt to delay him. They never really beat him. That's a good point too. Like what you said, they didn't like defeat him.
Right.
They just like got him out of the way for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice Mole Man was perfectly used to explain how a whole city gets evacuated instead of going the whole route of ignoring those details? 100%. That made sense. He was only in the movie for that.
Right.
I also like the quick origin and clips of the fights rather than 40 minutes of explaining it. That was another thing, too. People were like, there's no origin. Why do you need an origin story?
Right.
How many movies have we seen that don't have origin stories? Most of them.
Right. And how many movies have you seen that have origin stories and they fucking suck?
A lot of them. A lot of comic book movies. Like, and that's with the whole Doctor Doom stuff. Well, how are you just going to, have him in that movie and you didn't build up to him yet? How did you introduce Darth Vader in the first Star Wars movie? You didn't build up to him.
All right.
He was just there.
Yep.
Most movies.
Yep.
The villain of the movie, the iceberg and the Titanic, dude, there was an origin story for it. So anyways, sorry.
It started out as a little ice ball and floating in the ocean.
Unbelievable.
What the fuck, dude?
Pedro is like Channing. They did the role well, but their looks don't match the characters.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
100%. Yeah, I think that's probably the best comparison to Reed's Pedro is Channing's Gambit.
Correct.
Because he knocked it out of the park as Gambit. But his fucking head's about as wide as this damn laptop here.
Right.
And he's all jacked and shit. It's like, I don't remember.
It's a big boy.
Yeah, I don't remember Gambit looking like an offensive lineman.
You're right.
More like a wide receiver. Questions. Do y'all think Blade will be set in a different universe?
You know who can play Gambit?
Who?
Your boy
Andrew
Garfield. Yep.
Yes, 100%. Do y'all think Blade will be set in a different universe like Fantastic Four because of the vampire thing? I can see that.
Sure.
I just don't know if they're ever going to fucking make it.
Right.
I watched She-Hulk, and it wasn't great for the most part, but do you guys agree shows like this, Moon Knight, et cetera, would have been better as short movies 100%.
Right.
I think that's part of the issue. Like, you never got through Moon Knight because of that beginning part. Like, it's drawn out.
Yep.
I 100% do. I think She-Hulk would have been better as a short movie.
Sure.
I think that because the episodic feel got repetitive. We got all these. They were short too, like 20 minutes.
Right.
8-minute episode. Like I take shits that are longer than that. I mean, come on. Yeah, I should cut that out.
Yeah, probably.
But
I'll put it on other stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So all right. Let's see, a couple more here. Mick Skeeter, Silver Surfer, Cook, Galactus was perfect. I do agree it's top 10 MCU movie. Okay. I did enjoy Superman a little bit more. We're not going to knock you for that. It's okay. For some reason, I love the scene where the Justice Gang shows up to help out and all the green middle fingers pop out. That was great. All around, two great superhero movies. And again, Adrian, can you do a hidden gem on Omega Red or Sinister? Oh, either one of those would be great. Yeah. Mr. Sinister or Omega Red. Thank you guys for a fun episode. You're welcome. And remember, as always, fuck the ABCers. Y'all have a fun week. Yes, see, he gets it. We got Z Shees, week 5 of asking for Larfleeze as a hidden gem. Might be week 6, bro. You never know. You never know. Hey, stay tuned, though. Stay tuned. Then we got Virtual Reality Fitness. Fantastic Four made $8 million less. Yeah. We know, dude. Let me tell you something, Virtual Reality Fitness. We record this on Sundays. Mm-hmm. So if numbers come out after Sunday that may contradict something we said, we can't go back in time and change it.
Right.
But we appreciate you pointing out something that doesn't really matter. I mean, it's just the stuff like you can spend 3 hours talking, having fun, being entertained, and they'll be like, well, that's what's wrong. You're 8 million instead of 10. Oh, my fucking God. You must be fun at the dinner table. Holy shit. That dude, Pablo, Sony will never give up those rights as long as we keep going to see their Spider-adjacent movies. Yeah, they're going to hang on to them, 100%.
I like that. Spider-adjacent.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Or fucking spider atrocities. Fantastic Four was so visually appealing and the tone was perfect, unlike anything we've seen before. I agree with that. Wasn't perfect. He says 7.5 out of 10. I think Superman was the better movie. Okay. As far as the reset goes, do y'all think, who do you think will be sunset and recast? I imagine we get a new Black Panther, new Thor, Iron Man, Hulk. Yeah, I honestly think that just about everybody should be recasted when they reset, reboot in Secret Wars.
Yeah, I think so.
You know, maybe, let me hold on. Some of the younger ones, we can keep those. Like, you can keep Kate Bishop, you can keep Ironheart, but these guys like Chris Hemsworth as Thor, phenomenal, but I think it's time.
Sure.
Let's get a new Iron Man in there.
Right.
Robert Downey Jr. is like 92 years old. He doesn't need to come back as Iron Man. Let's get a new Iron Man. Let's get Mark Ruffalo's fucking buckethead ass out of there. We should sunset most of them. We need T'Challa. We need T'Challa. Right. Stop with the Shuri stuff. You can have them, both of them. There's plenty of comics where they're both a Black Panther, but we need T'Challa.
Right.
And I want to see, this is what I want to see. T'Challa and Namor go at it on screen. I want to see one of those savage, like Wolverine, Sabretooth type fights, you know? So, all right, couple.
As short as it was.
Yeah, no, not that one. I mean, like the real ones, you know?
No, like the Wolverine.
Like his birthday party every year.
Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
Fight.
100%. All right, we because we got some time, we're going to pull up some Spotify. So, yeah, if you don't like the ads on YouTube, guys, you can go to Spotify. There's no ads there yet, so.
Or just get premium.
Or get premium. Yes, you can do that, too. Well, I don't have money. I don't know, sell feet pictures or something. Depends on how your feet look, you know? I don't know.
Or milk a cat and sell that.
I got cat milk. Or sell a comic. You guys read a comic. Sell a comic. You can do that too.
Right.
Mimo Garcia says, AWOB guys, the Fantastic Four suits look like pajamas. You weren't crazy about the suits, right?
No, not at all.
Karen Hughes says, AWOB, I was going through Avengers Doomsday theories and came across a cool story called Demon in Armor, where Dr. Doom swaps bodies with Iron Man. Could be something Marvel might do with Doomsday, or I might be wilding on this one. I hope you're wilding, because I really want this Doom to be Doom and not an Iron Man variant. As much as, I'm sure it's a cool story, but think about in comics, we've seen the real Doom for so long, and then they did that.
Right.
This is the first time we're getting a real Doom in the MCU. Correct. I don't want it to be Iron Man variant. Dylan says, AWOB, love the Fantastic Four and Superman. Tough to pick which one is better. Have you guys seen Gladiator 1 or 2? Thinking y'all would like that movie. You've seen them both.
I've seen them both.
I've seen neither one. Which one's better?
First one.
Keep up the good work, y'all. We will. And then last one, JJ says, love the show. You should do a hidden gem on Iceman or Nightwing. My favorite. Didn't we do Iceman?
Absolutely.
Omega Level Mutant series, which was in place of the Hidden Gem for a few weeks. So we did do that. Do I know what episode it was on? 22. No, I don't know. But we did do that at one point. So those are comments, Adrian. Look at that. We're at Hidden Gem before 2 hours this week. This is a new record, dude. Holy shit. So who is the Hidden Gem this week, Adrian?
So the Hidden Gem is a request.
Is it Larfleeze?
It's Larfleeze.
Oh, there you go, bro.
It's Larfleeze.
Hey, week 5 of asking. Yep. You know what they say? 5th time's a charm, I think.
There you go.
Yes. So anyways.
Or the 6th.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so this is an interesting cat. This cat is almost as interesting as Sentry. In that he's narcissistic. So you know how you have like the Green Lantern Corps?
Yeah.
So you have a bunch of people that makes up the Green Lantern Corps. Or you have the Sinestro Corps, right?
Yeah.
Which is a bunch of people making up the Sinestro. You have the fucking Red Lanterns. You have the Purple Lanterns, the Violet, the Black, and all of these are all corps made up of multiple people. Not this motherfucker, right? Larfleeze, he is the Orange Lantern Corps. He is so narcissistic. He is so greedy. He doesn't want to share with anybody.
Damn.
So he got the battery for himself and only for himself, to the point where he doesn't even need a fucking ring. He is such a master of the orange battery power. He doesn't even need a ring to manifest all this shit. So he just got he's from a race. So he was considered an ugly child amongst his race.
Okay.
Taunted by his parents. Get these names. Who was it? They were farmers. Considered an ugly child, mistreated by his parents. Larfloozy and Larflim.
Larfloozy? Sounds like, you ever heard of Labubu?
Yeah,
you know what that is?
Yes.
You have?
I've heard of Labubu.
These fucking little toy things.
I don't know why people, well, I know why people come out with that bullshit, because they sell to people that buy them.
Dude, I was at the Providence place. My daughter wants one, right? Okay. So I'm like, I got scammed, by the way. I ordered like $60 worth of them online. Dude, I did something real stupid. And they're like, then I get an email. The website's been shut down, and because of the tariffs, you'll still get it, but we don't know when. Send us any questions you have. I send a question, the email it no longer exists. So I lost $60. Damn, we were at the Providence Place Mall. They had them, dude, $100
a piece
for one. Yes, I supposedly paid $60 for 3. Now I lost out on those. $100 for one, dude. It's like a little fucking toy, stuffed animal.
How many millions of dollars do you think that site scammed people for, dude? And then they just disappeared.
Yep, a fucking lot. Another ABCs. Wow. But anyway, sorry.
He was mistreated by his parents, Larfloozy and Larflim, and his 16 siblings. They were from an alien race called the Lacedaemonians. Actually, that's not true. Aliens called Lacedaemonians came to conquer their world. He was captured. He was forced to mate and with another female prisoner. He broke out of that. They went gallivanting around with some other folk, and they ended up finding this fucking orange lantern battery, which a bunch of people was trying to get it because it's considered really one of the more powerful batteries or colors in the universe. But this guy, he wanted all that shit to himself. So he either killed everybody or kept all this shit for himself. And then he spent so much time with it that he mastered it to the point that he actually didn't need the ring. Now, he himself is basically immortal. Incredibly long lifespan. He's said to be more than 2 million years old during like different events. And incredible sense of smell, superhuman durability. I mean, he's a big guy. Yeah. And then he has this, this orange energy capability. Now, just like any other lantern, he can create constructs. He can use them as force blasts. He can use them to create other weapons. He can use them as force fields. He can use them as to fly into space. Of course, he surrounds himself with a force field. Yeah. It not only sustains his life, but it also extracts any matter out of his body, that waste, so on and so forth. But the most interesting thing is that, so he actually, in his mind, he thinks that everybody, he's crazy. Yeah. He thinks that everybody's out to get him. And he actually can create other lanterns out of the ring as a construct. That's how in his mind he deals with all this bullshit. But so he's basically, like I said, a core all unto himself, and most other lantern colors cannot go up against. Now there's a couple of colors like the violet ones that kind of deflates them, but basically one of the problems that the Owens and other lanterns have had is when they come around him, the orange absorbs their power or takes away the ability of the other rings away from them. So I think this is actually a very interesting character. Yeah. I'm actually going to dig deeper into this guy. Yeah, we ignored you for fucking 30 weeks, but I am going to revisit this guy and dive deeper into it. He's an interesting character. Yeah. He's interesting in a way that, like I said, Sentry was. Because you're fucking crackhead and you become the more powerful person in the world.
Meth head, you gotta get it right.
I'm sorry, meth head.
Different.
But this is like, in the what's the movies about Middle Earth? The guy, My Precious, with the ring and shit.
Lord of the Rings shit.
Yeah. So this guy's is like that,
okay,
but with this battering, and he just covers all this shit for himself. Dude.
Damn.
So pretty cool character. I'm actually glad that I finally submitted and fucking did looked him up.
Yep.
But every once in a while, a character will come across. So this cat, Sentry, Blue Marvel are my biggest surprises from the suggestions.
Okay.
Diablo, of course, is the fucking worst.
John Bon Von. Man, where were you today? You didn't comment, dude. Would you disappear?
But the more surprising ones of people that I knew about, the Flash, sleep while he's running.
Yeah.
And Iceman, exactly how powerful he is. I just thought he was like a snow-covered popsicle, but he's actually, him and Storm are like, they could literally destroy the planet.
Yep.
They are that powerful. So interesting.
Nice. Now, did you hear of Larfleeze before this guy asked for the last 32 weeks?
Dude, I had no idea. I didn't even know what the fuck he was saying. I'm like, is that like a mispronunciation or his pet name for a character or something? But no, Larfleeze.
No, so good suggestion.
Yep.
Now the Lantern Corps, like you said, there's not just Green Lanterns. There's all kinds. How many different?
Dude, I don't even know. I mean, I didn't even know about the orange one.
Okay.
They got the violet one, the green, the red, the yellow.
Holy shit.
There's the blue. Obviously, the orange. The Black Lanterns are basically zombies.
Yeah.
So it's the white. Those are the ones off the top of my head.
Got it. All right. Well, another phenomenal hidden gem, Adrian. One thing I didn't mention to all of our friends watching is next week, this week actually, this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Terrificon's hitting Mohegan Sun again. Now, unfortunately, you're going to be traveling through the multiverse, so you won't be around, but I will be there holding it down for the team, Adrian. So if any of y'all are in the area, I'll be there definitely Friday afternoon, probably Saturday. If y'all are there, shoot us a message. I'd love to connect. We're going to be just shooting some content. Probably buying a bunch of shit that I don't need, buying shit for my kids, having fun. But it's a fun experience. Right. I like, I like the Terrificon, and who knows? Maybe next year we'll be over in San Diego at the big one. You never know. Hey. Only Comics hits the road, but I will be there. Terrificon, y'all let me know if you will be in the house. Adrian, real quick, I'm gonna real time here. I'm gonna pull up two things. So we were talking a lot about box office numbers. Now, Fantastic Four is on track to, I just pulled this here. It has hit 350 million worldwide and is expected to end the run with about 570 million. So this is kind of the opposite of Superman. It's doing, I guess, better overseas than it is here. Okay. Now, 570, let's say it ends up at 570. I don't look at that as a failure.
No, not at all.
I think we have this kind of like, what's that, recency bias or some shit like that. Like we got to this point where movies were hitting $1 billion after $1 billion after $1 billion.
Right.
But there was a time when they weren't.
I mean, what was the Captain America, the first Captain America? That was like 5, right?
Yeah, like 4 or 5, something, nothing crazy.
But look what happened with that franchise.
Correct.
It turned into other things, the Falcon, the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
That whole dynamic. So
it wasn't even that, it was 370. The first Avenger did 370. Right.
So again, these movies, they don't have to be blockbusters.
Right.
They are part of a story.
Right. The first Iron Man, 585. So if Fantastic Four does 570, it's not a failure. This is a new story they're telling. This is not a continuance of the Infinity Saga that ended with Endgame.
Right.
This is a whole new saga. So I think we need to get our mind rights collected.
And you said Iron Man, the first Iron Man was what? 5 what?
It was 585.
Okay. At that number, but by Variety, it was considered one of the top 10 movies, right?
Absolutely.
There you go.
Yep.
So the numbers don't equate to the type of the reception of the movie.
God, no.
It just that means that people aren't savvy enough to go out and watch it.
Correct. They're fucking stupid, Adrian. Well, not all of them.
Not all of them.
I'm gonna show you something here in a second. All right, pull this up. Check this out, dude. I said I wanted to see the mask. There's the mask.
Nice.
Dude, that's looking legit.
Looks fat.
I'm like, oh, you brought it back, dude. Fat, like PHAT fat.
Yeah.
You're not saying he looks fat. No.
I'm literally saying he looks fat.
Okay. But how do you feel about the mask? The eyes look.
It's very retro.
Yeah. I'm liking it, dude. So I asked, and here we are. We received. I said early in the show, I want to see the mask.
Yep.
And do they they're listening live? How are they listening live when we're recording this?
Real time.
They got the studio bugged.
Exactly.
Oh, shit.
Exactly.
All right.
It's the sprinkler system.
You know, there's only one thing we can do about if you bring a lighter to the sprinkler, I think it would get rid of the microphone.
There you go.
You should try it live. No?
No.
All right, we're going to wrap this up with some agree to disagree, Adrian. This is where I throw out a handful of my opinions at you, and you let me know in your opinion if you agree or disagree. And then a bunch of people say things like, read a comic and how you do a podcast and you don't know that. And we just say, shut what we call the fuck up. That's kind of how, it's like the synopsis for anyone who doesn't want to watch the whole video.
Sure.
Also learned that a lot of people will read your caption and not even watch your video and then get mad at the caption and respond because they're fucking stupid or they can't read or maybe they can't watch. I don't know.
Or they watch the video in mute and just look at the caption.
That too. So. That too. All right. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Number one, Avengers Doomsday not having a finished script is not a problem.
It is not.
Fantastic Four First Steps was better than Thunderbolts.
Agree.
Tom Holland's Spider-Man Brand New Day suit might be the GOAT of spider suits.
Agree.
Marvel is going to cook with Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Agree.
Us comic fans, Adrian, all of us, we ate this past month.
I agree.
There's a second part to this. We have a hell of a platter set for the next few years.
Sure.
Sue defeating Galactus was not wrong, like you ABCs called it. It's pretty accurate.
Yes, agree.
Matter of fact, like you tell it, read a comic. Because in plenty of comics, is that how they say it? I don't know why when I read it, it just sounds like that to me. Read a comic. Anyways, Sue Storm would solo the Justice League.
No.
No. Okay, you're saying no on that. Sometimes you disagree. I gotta pay you more, you know. Because what I do is I like slip money under the table to agree so that my ego doesn't get bruised.
There you go.
And last but not least, everybody watching should go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, get notified of our content because we're coming at you every week, several times, Adrian. Several times. It's big, it's beautiful. Everyone thinks it's beautiful. Anyways, go check us out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, like y'all asked. And then another place you can see us, Adrian, is every Wednesday. Every Wednesday, you can see us on other stuff.
Right.
We're going to talk about some conspiracy stuff. We're going to keep doing that until we actually get abducted one day by either the government or the aliens. I don't know which one. Anyways. Well,
or the Anunnaki comes back and destroys the planet. I don't know. One of those gonna happen.
These guys fucked it all up. So anyways, we appreciate y'all checking us out. How do you subscribe to the internship, you asked? I think they asked. I heard them ask. Right in the description of this video, or you can go to our YouTube channel and click the little join button. It's all at $4.99 a month. You get this podcast. This one a little bit earlier sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get it like 5 minutes earlier. Sometimes you get it like an hour or two earlier.
Sure.
But you get a whole nother podcast called Other Stuff where, you know, we loosen up the collar a little bit there, you know. So appreciate y'all checking us out. You know where to find us. Hey, if you want some of this cool merch, well, not like this cool shirt you have on there and some comic books, go to onlycomicsmerch.com and tell all your friends about us. Okay, that's how you can help us. Tell all your friends.
That's it.
And we will see you next week here on Only Comics. Thanks for checking us out. Adrian, thanks for coming out.
Absolutely.
We'll see you.
Peace.